Hey, Wednesday! We are ready for some pirates on the Wild Bloom. If anyone caught yesterday, you know that they came in quite handy, helping move and basically destroy a siege upon Port Zune. Plank King and the Reverie were close to capturing the manufacturing center of the Menagerie Coast, thus potentially gaining them a huge advantage in the conquering and war that is afoot. However, those those efforts were thwarted by both the Handsome Devil and the Wild Bloom, uh, destroying the blockade, getting it broken up enough so that the natural defenses of Port Zune were able to be engaged, and thus to expel the threat, took out what looked like a flagship of the Reverie, at least of this force, and caused the others to have to make their way back. So, now we find ourselves floating upon the sea. The Wild Bloom itself, there's like a almost semi-opaque liquid dripping from some of its wounds. Could be sap. It is in a bad way, though moving. And a few of the young saplings on board, and some of the older ones definitely are hurting. Ultimately, they have some levels of exhaustion if we were to have to get into mechanics this way. But this fight has taken a bit out of it. But there are some amount of time. During this, there's also accompanying them is the Handsome Devil, at least some distance, as they're figuring out their things as well. And because of speed differential, they are taking a little more direct path to the waters of Darktow than maybe all of you are, depending on what your plan is. But that is what happened last time, and now we're into this insanity. So, about to jump on in. Before we do, the music you're listening to is from Critical Role, Welcome to Taldore. And you can also go ahead and find links to buy it right in the description and or stream. On top of that, you can go ahead and give some channel points, spend them, give some inspiration, give some treasure boosts, and you can help on out. So while we get into that, let's start with we'll get ready for our Siege of Darktow, as we are almost there to the island.
The Reverie means freedom, and Darktow is the place where that lives strong. Whether to Alliance, to Vampire, or Dragon Turtle, I keep us safe. I am on the precipice of expanding us, making us mightier than the Concord, and too frightening to the Empire for them to lift a finger against us. There are those who plot. A fire ship is in my docks, and a wayward plant is coming home with undoubtedly some help, shall we say, from a scorned woman. But they will not survive, for there never has, and there never will be, a successful siege on Darktow.
So, having gotten a safe distance from the main Reverie force, you are adrift off of trade routes in somewhat typically untraveled waters. The horizon at the moment is clear, and much of the vines of the kestrel, of the wild bloom, now able to relax for a moment and kind of be at home, be as hurt as it really feels. The vines now float upon the water, not as tightly wound around the ship as before. And Gaius, after the handsome devil crew left, kind of almost looked like it was expelled from the deck as they're holding large gaps in their form almost together. No one's dying, but you took a beating, and it shows all over the ship. So, I would say as you reconvene in the war room to just make sure everyone is up to date on what happened. How do we find you?
I mean, I'm in perfectly good health. The tactics are working. Dodge behind
Simon's in actually, he's got a couple scratches on him. That's about it. But he goes in, he just sits down on apparently nothing.
How are the young ones doing, Jajal?
Jajal's looking frazzled. Whatever was happening to the ship, this doesn't. So I went down and I thought maybe, with these plants, I know how to make a poison, but maybe we could do something to counteract it. And I tried a couple different things. I'm hoping it helps. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if it takes effect. But a lot of them are not doing too hot, I don't think.
It didn't feel like a poison. It didn't feel like a venom. It felt like death. It severed at the very natural connection with the ship.
How do we heal that?
I don't know. It was just a blackness. I don't know how to describe that. It's
Oh boy, I don't think I have anything for that either.
I mean, if anybody would, it would be probably you or maybe Thola. Where is Thola after all? Still below decks?
Yeah, she hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
she was still doing everything she could for the saplings.
Well, that was a hell of a moment.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just glad we're still afloat.
So, given our experience, and again, I wasn't top deck most of the time, so I can't quite tell you exactly how we got rocked and rolled that hard. What would we do differently next time?
I don't know. Not go to the entire fleet.
It was a small tactical error, okay?
The issue is they seem to have dispersed that ammunition to basically any and every ship.
So again,
if it was one that we could just look out for, it'd be easy to avoid.
So not having an antidote or not having some kind of like weird shield out in front of us or something, there's no real way to prevent this again.
Was there any way to evade it?
I mean,
they're ballista bolts, right? Shoot enough of them and you win eventually.
Yeah.
It's about as much chance of evading that as you do any of the rest of the shit they shoot.
I mean, invisibility in theory would help, or some kind of weird displacement thing where we're not where they think they are. Or something. I don't know. I'm not a magical wiggly.
Remember, the invisibility is more just obscuring until they're aware of us, and then it stops functioning properly against that person.
Don't you all have some kind of like weird magical screen a wind screen we could put in front of us that would make these things like bounce off and go somewhere else?
It only lasts for a moment. The chimes.
I feel like those would be great to put in the doorways and entrances of large buildings. Sorry.
So I mean, I guess plan C, D, E. Which plan are we on? I forget. Is we play our part in taking Dark Toe without bringing the ship in too close? Maybe do something from a distance, something a little more sneaky, possibly. Is there some option there? Because no offense to Gaius or the saplings, I'm sure they don't want to play this game again, but like that was awfully damn close, like way too damn close, and this can't happen again.
I'm not a fan of losing the ship.
Mal, I think we've gone all the way through the alphabet, and we're back to Plan FU.
I thought it was double A after Z. Never mind. Me in particular, or just broadly? No.
Just broadly.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're out of cards. I'm saying dip and dry. That's all. I don't know how to repel big stabby poison rods from 100 ships at the same time.
Depending on what the other ship does and those people that Jajal met on the island already, it kind of depends on what they want to have a go at, because we can always just use Jajal's helm to show up where we want, whether it's in the bunker or my old shop. But we don't have to bring the ship in.
We definitely have the element of surprise on our side.
Just because of the fact that every ship does have basically our number written down on their ammo.
What if we commandeered another ship?
Or we rode in on one of the others. The Razgard have that warship that they were bringing also. We could just come in on there.
We could do some type of deceivery where we, deception where we, if we need to bring the Wild Bloom, we could affix it to the back of, the other hulls of one of the revelry boats and act like we're being towed in, but in fact we're the ones in the revelry boat and they're all dead. So
I don't see any world where they think that we got captured alive.
We wouldn't necessarily be alive, but the ship would be there.
I mean, PK does seem to be taking this awfully personally, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well,
not like go ahead.
With what the help that they've gotten from the Ruidians, that's what the Razgard said the vampirates call themselves.
That's a mouthful.
How is Ruidians worse than alien vampirates that we've been calling them?
I'm not saying it's not shorter, it's just awkward, that's all.
Had we been going with like the AVPs, I'd understand.
That's actually pretty catchy.
But that just touches all the bases.
The AVPs. We could keep that as the name for what we call them until we find one like Renestill that is worthy of respect. My point, though, Jajal, is I don't think a deception like that would work. Their normal crews can't capture us. And if they see a revelry ship towing the Wild Bloom, they're gonna know something's up. They may just all focus fire the Wild Bloom at that point, since we don't have anybody maneuvering it, and there goes Gaius and everybody.
Okay, this is going to sound stupid because it usually does, but can we make like a fake ship that uses a decoy that looks just like the Wild Bloom and sail that in first? Waste all of their shots, and then after they get their shots off, then we can sail in behind it?
Tonk casts Minor Illusion and makes just like a 3-foot-long boat in the air that looks just like the wild bloom. This is as big as I can do, Mal.
Yeah, no, that's the right idea. It's just not big enough. How do you make that bigger?
This is all I got.
I'm not making gnome jokes, but you can do better than this.
Wow.
Out of character. If we had one more level, Jajal could do that.
Oh, is a warlock thingy? Nice.
Major image, baby.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
But do you think you'd use it for that or something much more Jajal?
It depends on the
Day?
Minute. Barmaid.
Can Cass do something like that?
Cass is looking in her books as you are talking and is not answering. She's like looking.
She gets this way sometimes. She's actually calling the vampires xenomorphs at some point. I have no idea what that word means.
I saw this one fellow while we were fighting above deck, Derek. He completely disabled a ship with one spell. Had them all dancing.
Dancing. Dancing?
He said, I think he called it a Zumba. It's not anything I'm familiar with. But,
Isn't that a cleaning crew?
I'm starting to see your wariness of magic. If one caster can do that, I've seen the things Cass can do as well, and my weapon is terrifying to people without magic, but what is that compared to overtaking the minds of a dozen people?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the ship can be not real, then how do you know your eyes are real? Like, all of this is just lies built on lies built on lies.
As Cass goes, I'm a lie, am I now, Mal?
No, you're a perfecter and crafter of lies. You are not the lie yourself, as best I can tell. But then again, the drugs can take some effect.
Oh, goodness.
Still got some suit in my pocket somewhere.
What would happen if you were to mix those two? Dragon's blood soon.
I don't want to know. All right, so I guess surprise attack is probably our best option at this point. Or we talk to the betrayed lady's cousin. What's that ship called again? I forget. It's the what is that thing?
The handsome devil.
Yeah, the handsome. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. And see if they have a better idea. I mean, if you don't mind double bunking, we could probably jump on their ship and try to get in that way, and leave guys and crew off at a safe distance for a little bit.
What's a
Maybe.
safe distance? Do we leave them at the island that we just left with the Quado?
I mean, we can teleport, so they can teleport. There is no safe distance, so I don't know. Is there?
As Cass speaks up at this point, just look after looking, she goes, I think I can figure it out. Your illusion idea. It's going to take me time, though.
Do you have everything you need?
Starts looking. It's like, yeah, he should be fine with that. I just need to. I don't know how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I can write it. It's basically the same as what Tonk did, but bigger. It's not too crazy. And she just starts, and she kind of goes, but I need to get on to the work of that right now. And she kind of looks, Captain?
Yeah. But making new spells, yes, definitely.
She leaves. She's just like, and goes off to the room, and she's out.
That should come in handy, I hope.
She will say, I think, though, when we do it, we'll have 10 minutes of it being active.
And that creates the second ship. It doesn't hide our ship, right?
She nods.
Okay. Well, that's enough to get close enough to close, but that doesn't make us not sitting ducks in the harbor. Tonk, is this a bad idea? Be honest with me. You can say yes. Yes is a perfectly fine answer.
It is a bad idea to not do this.
Ah, riddles.
But is this a safe idea? Most certainly not.
I mean, we don't usually bet on safe, do we?
We don't.
Okay. Any other allies we can call upon, or interested parties, even morbidly curious? I don't think we can count on the Concord to do jack shit. So
Can we borrow?
We
a
could.
ship?
We could ask the admiral.
Hmm?
He did say that, you know, here in a couple months he'd be forced to commit a significant portion of the Navy anyway.
he also said last time we talked to him that he needed some kind of proof of seriousness. No, some proof of blockade. I think he has his proof now.
Yeah, he does.
We certainly could ask for if they have, random rowboats to spare, possibly with harpoons. I don't know. I see at least 3 approach paths, right? We can try to teleport in and create havoc and hope we can teleport out, which is not guaranteed. We can take the ship in under guise with a illusion and hope that we can get back out again. We can just go in, guns blazing, Callum looking at you, and maybe we make it out, maybe we don't. That's perfectly all right. If we can dethrone PK or at least challenge him, then we have some shot of changing the tide. My hope is that any ship in the harbor that sees the island change flags, or at least that the flags go down, would at least want to parlay instead of just shooting shit at us. But that's not guaranteed either. So I'm not saying it's a no-win. It's gonna be dicey.
We should mention, just because you see the PK doesn't mean it's actually the PK.
What does that mean?
Apparently, he has found a way to use do you remember the red crystals that we found on the
ones
vampire pirates?
The ones that were in the cannons, or the ones that were in the basement?
The food crystals that I accidentally gave to Gaius.
The ones that were in the boat he has found a way to use those crystals and changeling blood to make other people appear as him. And he can control them. They look like him. They talk as him. But the system is fragile, and they are fragile. They can be dealt with, but
he's got decoys.
He has.
From what I could tell, he's able to project at least a portion of his power through them.
Do they sound as stupid as he does?
Yes, they sound as him. He is controlling them.
Okay. I'll have itchy hands for days. Okay. Do we have any idea how many there might be?
We don't. But Mal, you said that we need to get in there and get out. Cass is helping us get in. Let me go help us get out. As I walk out, I grab one of the harpoons full of the toxin, and I go down to sort of talk with Gaius and Trance and figure out what I might be able to do about this.
As you exit the war room, the hairs on your arms stand up straight. And there's a slight shiver that goes on your skin and goosebumps.
I immediately stop. Try to get my bearing. What the hell was that?
There's a moment, and as you You look around, something's off. The air, to your eyes, looks almost liquidy. It moves weirdly.
Okay. I am going to water blast straight down the hallway.
Okay.
I want, not only am I interested in do I hit something, but I want to see the way you say the air sort of is liquidy. I want to see how it moves around the blast.
You shoot it down. As the water kind of leaves your vicinity about 5 feet out, it too kind of, it doesn't move the air, but it gets the same pattern as the air. And then you look, the walls have this. It's almost like the reality is like this.
I open the door back up into the war room. Guys, we have problems.
What?
More problems?
Reality's warping around us. I cast Detect Magic.
Am I stoned again?
You look, the war room, because of the magics that you all spent time in it, seems for now okay. Though you see that even that's being eroded by whatever is happening. But for this moment, it's not that way. And about 30 feet from you, Tonk, the air begins ripping, and there's like gray beyond the rip replacing the rest of the hallway. You see Belladonna kind of going down the hall, and this rip is replacing your vision of her.
Is anybody else seeing this, guys? As I point down the hallway.
Yeah, I would go to look.
Yeah. You see it's going deep, and within a few seconds, you see it rip vertically down about 7 feet, and 2 hands wrap around and rip it open. And this being steps through, their grayness fading into color as their feet touch the deck of the wild bloom before you, and the rip behind them closes. But the air and everything about it still this liquidy, like weirdness that was described.
Shields up, pistols drawn.
Yeah, convergence out, sighting down through the scope to see what this is, or if it's a shape that is hiding itself.
Also, I imagine just because of how short Tonk is, it's like shield and then Tonk and then Caldrum. Like we're not even side by side. It's just.
All right. And can you describe what they see?
There is a young woman there. She has reddish brown skin, red hair. Her wardrobe, right, it looks regulation, but nothing that you would recognize, except there are augmentations to it, kind of like a hippie had sort of reworked their school uniform. It looks like somebody who's been traveling, has all of these trinkets, these beads or whatever from different places. And she looks up at you, and her irises, you can't seem to place the color. It's like they're all colors at once. She reaches down, squeezes water out of her shirt from having been wet by something she didn't see coming. And she looks at all of you guys and goes, "Oh, thank God it's a lot drier in here than I was expecting." And then she moves her eyes across all of you. And Jonathan, can you say your character's name?
Keldrum.
Keldrum. Her eyes land on Keldrum. And then suddenly she is next to you. It's like a whoop, vanish, whoop, right next to you. And she leans up close and she goes, "You. What does this mean to you, Keldrum?"
I've seen your eyes.
Why is there a little me on this ship? She'll look down. She'll reach the floor. She's like, "No, this is definitely a ship." She moves to the side. "Oh, a water ship. How quaint." And she'll turn back to you.
What is your name?
You're asking the wrong questions. Why have you seen me before?
I was dragged into a book in a library. It felt real, like I'd lived it. Though you looked nothing like this.
What did I look like?
Not at war. It seemed like we'd been retired for a time. On an island. Rumblecusp. Though I've never been.
Keldrum, are you superstitious?
Not normally.
Me neither. I think superstitions are facts yet to be understood. And I am here to figure you out.
I'm an open book.
So where are we? What is going on this ship? And she starts kind of pacing around, sort of kicking her boots across the thing. It kind of looks a little worse for wear.
Yeah. You could say that.
Most people request permission to come aboard a vessel before, making an entry like that.
I will say I'm not most people, but I'll give you that it was a bit rude. I do apologize. My name is Na Lin, and I don't really know why I'm here, but I'm going to figure it out.
Fair enough.
Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Did the tear that Nalin used feel like the tear I would recognize?
It's not quite what you do.
Oh, that's the fact that it's not quite what I do. It's almost what I do. That makes it even worse, I think.
It's a pleasure. Jajal Finn, first mate of the Wild Boom. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Is this the Wild Bloom, then?
I mean, most of it. Most of it.
What's left?
How did you come aboard?
That rip, I think.
Absolutely.
Yes, but how? I have learned to walk through, but that rip is... That's different.
I'm a bit of a traveler, but I think you guys can understand that. You seem like you've all been around.
By more conventional means.
What does conventional even mean?
Conventional. What did you mean when you said there's a little you here?
I had a dream about you. In the dream, you were holding me, but small. It was a test. I wanted to see what you knew. I don't believe in coincidence. Same as superstition. There are patterns and paths that just need the eyes to see them. I don't think it's coincidence that I'm here. I don't think it's coincidence that you've seen me before. I love an adventure. I'm just trying to figure it out.
So you don't remember ever being in a book? Because Caldron's been talking about this book for a long time.
I don't remember being in a book that you'd call a book. But from the things I've seen, sometimes stuff isn't what it appears to be.
There's so many steps to that response.
Tell me about it. Isn't life so hard to pin down?
It was only in this dream you said that I held you as a babe.
No. As like a doll? I think it was a doll. Maybe a figurine. Maybe a picture. It was a dream. You know how dreams can be.
Do we get to check his room later?
At this point, it seems safe.
You begin to see dripping from the walls seem to be this black ichor. Instinctively, you kind of reach towards it, and it's almost not there, and then it reasserts itself. And Nayland, what you found out about is almost complete. It's almost found the wild bloom.
Can you see that again?
The ritual that you were made aware of.
Oh, okay. She will walk to this ichor, get down close to it, sniff it, her nostrils flare a little bit. She will turn to the rest of the party. And she looks a little bit troubled, a little disgusted. And she's like, a ritual is taking place here. That must be how I got through. Somebody is ripping through the realms. There was a sacrifice. What is going on in these ships? Why are you guys here?
That's a deep question. We just came back from defending my home. My original home. Port Zune from a blockade of the Revelry. Pirates.
Also, we live here.
They've recently gained new weaponry to specifically target us in this ship. Our friend Gaius here and his children are all sentient, magical plants, beings of their own, being poisoned by these new weapons.
I'll straight hand her the bolt that I had in my hand.
Can I examine it?
Yeah.
You can make an investigation or arcana check.
I'm gonna do investigation. 19?
Looking over it, you see bits of this have things that remind you of Void Elf design. This definitely, at least whoever made this definitely had spent time outside of this world.
When it hit the ship, it didn't feel like poison. It didn't feel like toxin or venom. It felt like black death. We think the vampires, aliens, pirates, alien vampirates,
Whatever they are,
whatever they
Woodians.
are. Ruidians, yes.
Xenomorphs, whatever.
We think they are helping the Plant King, and they may have helped them design these weapons.
When they say Ruidians, it's almost like a fairy tale that you were told, but yet it's a legend of a group of void elves that found the moon of a world called Rudis that had had put themselves off from the rest and had developed on their own and made defenses so no one else could ever get to them.
Huh. Can I will briefly give like snippets of that information. I will say, oh, this is that place, or this is around here. Oh, there are these void elves up there. This is their magic. And she will sort of look around and try and pay attention to her surroundings more. And I think she'll, to the party, be like, this magic definitely wasn't put here for me, so I worry who else might be on this ship.
Like, currently?
I mean, it's
Like,
just
currently.
us and Gaius and his kith and
I'll
past, right?
I'll holler out to, assuming that it's still in any way connected to the ship, right? Like, if the tear didn't, whatever, I'd holler out to Gaius. Do I get any response at all?
Oh, you say? I thought you were going to say something specific.
No, just
like,
Gaius. Gaius.
Gaius stumbles a little bit outside through a wall, and Nayland, you see this being that looks entirely made out of living plants and wood, but blinking and almost insanely human-looking. Clothes kind of made out of roots and leaves and branches, grown in a certain way. Yes, sir.
Our guest here thinks we might have intruders. I'm going to go down to my room to help with the search, but if you could get everyone on the lookout, we may have unexpected company.
Yes. Mal, you hear in your head from Cass, Mal, something's weird in the water.
Okay, on my way up. You guys don't speak mind. Something's weird in the water. And Mal just zips up the stairs.
And I just sort of, as like I start moving, and then it's just sort of a half glance back to, is it Nalin or Nalin?
Naylan, I think Matt said.
Nalin?
Naylan.
Naylan, I can commune with the ship. I'll help with the search, as I sort of just bolt down the hallway and down a staircase.
Yeah. You go down. As you approach up and look over the sides, you see that around the ship, black swirls of this ichor are all in the water. The air around drips out of random places, and it drips into the sea, and it swirls. Some of it's deep, almost like cyclonish, down and then stopping and moving.
Mal yells at the top of his lungs, "Shit's getting weird."
My favorite kind of shit. And she will run up top to the deck.
Yeah, I follow.
Let's go. Simon,
I'm
you
gonna. Yeah, I'm coming, but I want to make sure we bring that there is a seedling with us, just so that we've got easier communication with Tonk.
Okay.
So since I'm the one doing it, I'd probably yell for Stump to come with us.
Stump, very happy you called them by name, begins following, carrying their way too big axe behind them, almost dragging it.
Yep.
Well, one day he'll be able to carry it like you do.
I mean, Simon probably drags it fairly often too. Not because it's too heavy, just because it's so unwieldy large, and he's not a big guy.
But is it the blade that you're
At this
dragging,
point,
or just the handle?
Depends.
Whatever's touching.
And I think for the purpose of this too, for Robin here, can you all describe what you all look like when Nayland sees?
Tonk is a short gnome, 2.5 feet tall. Just an unnatural green hair, like forest leaf green. Has like every fisherman's vest that you've ever seen, with all like the lures and pockets and all that stuff, but it's all artificer tools. It's jewelers' tool sets and tinkerers' tool sets, thieves' tool sets, all sorts of stuff just hanging off of various pockets. A shield, a very fancy arcane-looking pistol. But in amongst all of that, there's plants, there's vines, there's a little bag of soil in amongst the rest of the tools.
Sick. Awesome. Oh, pictures.
And Mal, for his part, is a tall, skinny human decked rat with very much salt encrusted hair. Lithe and skinny, but like squeezed into plate mail armor for some reason, with like a sword and then almost a bandolier of swords on his side. He's got at least 3 or 4 swords on him at all times. He looks like he's like a lost child pretending to be captain sometimes, but he's also a little bit bigger and stronger than the rest, so he's a little misplaced on the ship.
Okay, Jim.
Olive-skinned, blonde, undercut, braided back, also in plate mail, because there's been a slight change to armor, with a weapon that looks unreal, even to somebody that knows firearms. Just, you see motifs to 7 different gods along it, and 6 feet tall, not super muscular, but looks like a working man.
And Jajal?
So Jajal is more of like a light golden short fur tabaxi, very thin, definitely built for speed. Jajal likes to have him some zoomies, and the ends of the hair on the scalp and the ends of like the bristles and like the mustache and stuff like that is all dyed. It's been many different colors, over the past few months, between like purples and reds and teals and blues. So
sometimes scales.
Yeah, and I don't recall what the last color was. I haven't looked in a mirror in a long time, so who knows? It's just a myriad of different things. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
And Simon is just over 5 foot, so like 5'2" or so. Looks like he weighs about 80 pounds soaking wet, but has this massive axe and a couple of large javelins that are almost as tall as he is strapped to his back. He also is wearing what appears to be the skin or the hide of a killer whale. And he's got very, very pale skin, jet black hair on half of his head. The other half is completely bald and smooth with scars apparently on it. And his eyes are different colors. One's almost looks like it's blind, except for you can see the iris still contracting and stuff. And the other is a bright blue, but kind of that similar thing of clouded over almost. But it also seems like that one is constantly shifting as well. And Caldrum, that is because I forget how much I say.
That's why it's so much better. You know, negative 15 pounds, no big deal.
I think yesterday I said 100.
Yeah. Simon's weight varies as much as my age.
True.
Well, Simon can also change how much he weighs each day, so suck it.
Yeah, Caldrum, you ain't getting those 25 years back.
Yeah.
blame
Simon can look like he weighs 300 pounds if he wanted to.
Oh
He just
no,
doesn't.
we don't need another spark.
All right.
From the swirls that we're seeing in the water, does it seem like people-sized or like vessel-sized swirls?
Or Kraken size.
Or kraken-sized?
Don't do this to me now. No, it's not.
Not now, Mal.
You see in the swirls, some look very large, others small. It's almost as if whatever's happening is fishing for different creatures to try to pull them. And you do recognize the color now, and even you get glimpses into what lies beneath the darkness and the tenor and like kind of the frequency of the stars, that these are portals to the far realm. And without, as you perceive this, on the deck of the ship, 3 smaller ones form, and in the blink of an eye, these balls of slime, green, filled with skulls, suddenly pop out, begin ravenously searching for life. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
But I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Hey, Cat, can I get a reroll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Me as well.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go for
anybody
the
that
reroll
wants.
as well.
Nayland, if you rolled poorly on initiative, you can
There we go.
take a reroll.
Oh,
and
that's
just,
better.
you have to use that new roll for
I,
initiative.
Okay,
I
let's
rolled
do
a
it.
5, and then I re-rolled a 4.
Same exact fucking thing. Okay,
Well
great.
done. Congrats.
Punk,
Great.
Punk has
I-
not
it
improved
helped-
his initiative the last like 6 times I've let him
It
re-roll.
helped. It helped me this time.
He's close to the ground.
I rolled a 2 and a 9 the first time, and I was like, you know what? There's a 50-50 shot I do better. I'll go ahead and roll again. Natural 20.
Nice.
So, and Simon normally ends up worse whenever he takes one. He's like, if I rolled above a 10, I'm keeping it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't have a ridiculous modifier
Yeah.
like y'all, where if I roll good, that's the
Hey,
only way I'm going to
Hey,
get a
look,
good initiative.
all I'm saying is you saw the trend. You could have followed it when you made Simon.
Well, next time
Instead of Sentinel,
next
you're
level
taking
up.
the alert feat.
Yeah, next level up. It might be that. Might be. There's one other one that I was thinking of taking, but
Okay. These are on deck and moving quickly. Caldrum, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay, none of them are within 10 feet of each other. So, well, looking through...
And I will say the one thing you recognize in Alien is the portals have not stopped. These have come through and they are still searching.
Oh, that's right, I haven't done that yet. So, okay. Sharpshooter. Against the one that's closest to me? Yeah. So I guess the one that's north of the mast, yeah. Well, assuming I can even see that one currently. Because I ignore 3/4 cover, so... Yeah. Does a 16 hit?
It does not. It fires, and it's almost as for a moment it becomes translucent, and the bullet passes through and hits the deck.
Okay. I'll burn a Deadeye for this one then. Sharpshooter. Does 20 hit?
20 hits. It tries to do it again, but it catches it.
34 damage.
Okay.
And one more time. Uh, 21 for... Let's reroll that 2. Piercer. So 36 damage.
Nice.
And then I guess I'll stay where I am. I don't really have a good spot to hide. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. So the two things go, and it pierces some of it away. It like starts to break up, reform looking, and it starts, you can see it grows, parts of the slime here bristle and seem to begin to focus on you. Jajal.
Am I able to see the one that Caldrum shot and saw its reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, I think at this point he's going to draw the rapier, invoke that booming energy, see if I can hop over to get some type of flanking position, maybe run along the side of the boat. I don't know what that looks like, and and then take a strike. Is there any possible way to get a flanking position there?
Yeah, if you stand on their rails for an acrobatics check.
Yeah, let's do that. 27.
Okay, 27. You balance perfectly on the rails of the ship as you strike. Flanking assignment.
Not this time. Wait, we just started. Give it time.
But
I still have vortex warp.
Oh, yes. So,
Nice.
does a natural 20, 31 hit?
Yes. Fantastic.
Awesome. So, we're going to do this one. Yikes. So, right off the bat, that's 21 damage.
Okay.
This
That's just magical piercing, right?
Yes. The next
From the
is 30. And then now we have to go to the spells. Booming Blade, that's crit. Oh shit. Okay.
Don't forget your radiant dice.
Yeah, that's 2d6.
So 4d6.
Oh, is it
Roll
another?
two.
Does that crit like that too?
Yep, it's the dice on the weapon.
every dice you roll, you double.
Okay, so that's a lot of numbers. Hold on, I have to find this again. Let's see.
51 piercing, 23 thunder, 11 radiant.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. The radiant, it seems to absorb a good portion of it, and it doesn't seem to cut through it very well.
Aw. Well, you know what? I'm gonna end my. No, I'm gonna run away.
Let me stay balanced on
No.
this.
No, that's
railing.
a bad idea. As much fun as it is, I'm gonna run just a little bit further away,
You got it.
and that'll end my turn.
All right. Welcome, Thola. Roll initiative.
Doing
Nice.
it. I'm doing it. Hopefully, I do better than my son's baseball team today.
Oh no!
no.
Who's Thola?
That's pretty
Find
good.
out.
The 21 for you?
Yep.
You got it. Okay. So we got to catch up somewhat quickly. We've got a woman has come on board, telling that there's grave danger as black swirls moved in the sea. The air itself seemed to be almost liquid, and creatures begin to move from the black mists and swirls to attack. Yes, that is the woman who showed up, played by Robin.
Aw, shit.
Very nice. Who's Robin? No, I'm kidding.
And there's Thola.
Very nice.
So,
Wow.
Jalen, can you describe Thola for Robin?
Yes, currently she's probably wearing her battle dress with a red cape, a breastplate, and black and red attire. She has long braided locks with black locks, should I say, with like shells and different things on there. She's boisterous and loud and proud, and she's looks like very like Afro Caribbean. It's kind of the vibe she gives off.
Hell yeah.
Very good. Oh.
She is our Amazonian cleric.
Ah.
Good. And then Simon.
Okay, Simon first is going to free action yell at Stump to just hide. Basically, I want him up there just as a communication means with Tonk,
Okay.
but I don't want to worry about him getting hit, so I just like, go run, hide in the corner. So he's gonna be either taking the
Climb the mast.
dodge or a hide action or something, just
Mhm.
out of the way. And then I will run up to the closest one to me. It looks like there's already one right there, so guess I'm not moving.
All right.
And I will enter my focus.
All right. I think that was the one Keldrum was attacking. So.
Yeah. I mean, if possible, I'd like to get in the way I could flank him, but if not, because it's kind of tight there, I understand.
I don't think so. So go ahead and attack.
No, because Kitty Cat ran away.
That's
If-
fine.
I'm consistent. I don't know what to say.
It's fine. I'll just so first have it make a dex save
I'm
for
sorry.
my lightning focus.
Okay. Come on. And that is 10.
So fails, it takes the full 9 lightning damage. So you see Simon go up. He kind of grips his axe a little tighter. His eyes narrow a bit as a storm cloud seems to appear above him and starts swirling around as lightning shoots down at him, at the opponent. And I will reckless attack
Okay.
for a 24 to hit.
That hits.
1 lightning and 13 slashing.
Okay.
And-
You come down and hit it, and there's a moment to where it looks like it's going to split apart. You've cut all the way through it, the damage between Jajal and Cowdrum, but then it gets filled in by this blackened mist and forms it together, and this like black shell almost comes over it.
Okay. Just attack it again, I guess.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, that hits.
Can it survive all these crits?
Ooh. Let's see here. 9 plus 8, 17 plus another 8 is 25 slashing and 10 more lightning.
Okay. Your X comes down perfectly. As it enters, it's almost like as it hits, it just stops. And whatever this is, it's like bending all of space to prevent any damage from coming to this thing.
So it was just immune to my crit.
Yes.
I was literally about to make a joke, like, "Oh, Matt's one of these days gonna just send us a crit immune thing, and we're gonna die because all we do is crit."
Well, that's my turn, I guess. I'll just stay where I am.
Thola, you're looking at this, and your eyes see something entirely different. It's as though this thing is immune to death for the moment.
Oh,
You see the lines of fate from the Raven Queen as though she herself cannot intervene to help this thing pass from one realm to the other.
I will make on my turn, I guess. I will say that. Make everyone aware.
Yeah. It is your turn.
Well, there you go. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is, you see kind of like this nature of black and brightness kind of come around me, and ravens start to form, and I cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go incorporeal with my bonus action. Is anyone within 15 feet of me? Any of the baddies, I guess?
Yeah, 2 of them. So that would be on their turns.
Yep. And then that will be it.
Okay. Remind me what tattoo that is that you use that for?
Ghost Step tattoo, yeah.
Thank you. And I actually need to see something on that.
Is Thol about to get Ghostbustered?
Ghostbuster!
You about to get sucked up into a backpack?
So,
Did they cross the streams?
No, you're fine actually, because it doesn't specifically say something, so I didn't want to know if it did. So, because there's so many different spells and effects that achieve the same thing, but their language is very specific.
Thank God for that.
Okay, very good. So you let that out. Now there's the one that is currently immune. Okay. So it's got Simon right next to it. So it's going to go ahead and do that. And it grows to just be in the same space as you, bigger and bigger and bigger, until you're entirely encapsulated by it, Simon. And you feel it like some of it begins to come in through your ears and up your nostrils.
Here's the Hulk slam.
But you move because it only gets a 13 on its hit. As you just kind of plug your nose, it's unable to get a hold on you, but it keeps on trying.
Was that with advantage? Because it should be. Reckless.
Oh, thank you. With advantage, that's 17.
That will hit.
Okay. That is 21 necrotic.
Okay. That's I don't resist that.
Yeah. All right, it's going to take its other 2 as it just keeps swirling around. It gets 2 total here, 3 total. That is a 28 to hit, and I'll just roll the next one. That is a 22.
Yep. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot.
It's not a really good roll. So that is 40 necrotic
Ow!
from those two, and you feel entirely weakened, corrupted. It's like inside of you, trying to eat away at every bit of you.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
And then it kind of drains out and comes back to the space it was. But there is something of it left inside. Something's incredibly wrong. Mal.
Mal has some awareness of what just happened to Simon, right? Out of the side of the corner of his eye, he's seen like this weird attack thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, and Mal is still top deck next to the prow on the wheel.
Yeah.
All right, and he's got this weird frickin' angry watermelon on his left hand side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push the watermelon off the boat.
Okay. All right, do your athletics check.
You got it.
Sea legs. Does that transfer over to this?
You tell me. You tell me.
It got a 10, so it does not matter.
Cool. Bye-bye, watermelon.
Boosh!
Nice
It
work.
is pushed overboard. Very good. That's amazing. I love it. All right. Anything else?
It's
It's technically a shove attack, so you do have.
2 more attacks
that's
Yeah.
true.
with
That's
your
true.
movement.
Can I hop down to the other angry watermelon closest to me and pull out the family sword?
Yeah.
All right, and that should put me in flanking, right?
Yeah, with Simon.
Fantastic. Using the family sword with advantage. Let's take a hit on the other angry watermelon.
You got it.
So strike number 2 is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is terrible. Reroll with Piercer.
Does it still have the black shell on it?
So it does not.
Oh,
That,
awesome.
that is 12 damage.
Okay, give me one moment. Okay. You take it. Once again, it looks like it's going to be split apart and destroyed. But again, the black mists come over. It pulls itself together. Looks like it's trying harder this time. The last time was almost automatic. This time it's taken effort, and it looks like it almost doesn't do it. But just in time, it summons power from whatever realm it's come through and protects itself fully from your attack.
So the last time this happened, did that last for a while, or was it just instantaneous and the next hit was effective?
I'll give you the game terms. It lasts until the end of its next turn,
Fantastic.
since you've observed it.
Can I... No, it's silly to disengage. So either I stay put or...
You can shove it again.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. Can I change positions slightly? Because I didn't use my entire turn. Can I just shift left by about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet, try to push it off the other edge of the boat since we have so many edges of the boat?
There is.
I don't know if you have to
There's one
shove
action
straight
left.
back, do you?
I mean...
I think it's
push
straight
second
back, but
watermelon.
you can I think you can get the right angle, maybe? Hand, can they get a good angle to shove? No. Hand says
No?
there is no possible angle.
The hand has spoken.
He said there's that one, but you'd have to run away.
Right. I mean, 1, attack of opportunity, and 2, that's some distance, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so not realistic. Anything fun? No. All right, I guess I will forego attacks and... Actually, I can't really hold 1 action having used 2, right?
Right, you can't hold an attack. Right.
I really have no option at this point.
Okay. All right, the Nalin.
Okay. Okay, shoving is an attack. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can I would it still be a shove if I ran to the one that's on that that has like the death immunity thing? And because there's not open spaces to sit there, can the both of us go over the edge of the ship and have that still be a shove?
Yeah, I'll give that.
Okay, so I'm going to boom, run forward, try and push him and myself. We're going to dive over the edge of the ship.
You got it. That is athletics.
Okay. You sure it's not acrobatics? Are you sure? It feels like acrobatics to me.
I mean, if you had them already grappled, I could give you that.
Okay, well that didn't work anyway. So
Well, what'd you get?
It was a 9 minus 1. So
Okay. Yeah, they have -1 too, but they got a 14.
Alrighty.
You still can try again. You have you have as many attacks as you have, and you have at least 2, I think.
I sure do.
Which one did she go for? The one they're all fighting or the one on deck?
The one they were all fighting.
Let's do it again. No, never mind. Not going to do it again.
Okay.
Okay. So there I am. I've tried to do that. Did not work. I am going to, with my distant strike feature, blink out, blink back 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So basically back where I was. Excellent. Love that. And then I'm going to, this other one on the left side is not death immune.
Correct.
I'm just going to take out my scimitar. I pull it out, and it is this black blade. Black almost like in an uncanny way. Like it looks like you're looking into space when you look at this blade. And I'm just going to rush forward and slash him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 22.
That hits.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to planar warrior this. So that's going to be another 2d8 force damage.
Yeah.
Plus the 1d6. Where's my other d8? Oh, and I'll also favored foe him.
Got it.
So that's another 1d6. Where you at? So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 slashing plus 9 force damage.
So it's all force when you do planar warrior?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. So it's 24 force damage. Very good.
And I will stay where I am.
Get on it. All right. That same one is going to go ahead and it does perceive what has happened to the others. So the first things it does is actually it becomes almost immaterial, and it just moves right through you, Nayland, and just and gets on the other side, and then begins to move all around you, attempting to encompass and enter.
That one was 15 feet for me to start, right? I believe.
Thank you for reminding me. So that is wisdom or con?
18 wisdom.
18 wisdom. Okay, that is 15. So I think that fails.
Rub Rose.
14.
You're muted.
14 radiant.
Okay, you see it does absorb some of the radiant damage. It is resistant.
Asante.
But okay, so I think anyway, that's a 28 to hit. Let me do all of them. Uh, 26 to hit. And an 28 to hit.
My freaking god. I am sweating.
I got a feeling you're gonna go down.
I don't know whose dog this is, but it shouldn't be here.
I agree.
Because it only hit me with 2 and took away nearly half of my health, and I've got a lot of health.
I'm ready for an ouchie.
Okay.
It's tradition.
That is 61 necrotic.
Okay. I cringe in pain. That is very uncomfortable. I do not appreciate being entered without consent.
And there's this moment where, again, there's like something is wrong, like you feel sick. And Tonk.
So I call out, Belladonna, we've got borders. I will use my action to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Belladonna before she shows up on deck.
All right. You got it. And if you want Belladonna to come on, you may.
Belladonna is then going to pop up flanking Nalana.
Nayland.
Nayland, sorry. And is going to cast Shillelagh and take a stick to it.
Absolutely.
Dang it, it's been a while since I... Where did that... I thought that was in the description there. It's not. Give me a second to look it up. Sorry.
Wait, what happened?
It's been a while since I've busted out Belladonna.
It's +7 to hit.
Yeah, but I don't remember the damage on
1d8
Shillelagh.
plus 4.
1d8 plus
It should
4.
be under club. If it's not, I apologize because I could have sworn I'd fixed that for you.
Oh, I didn't realize that the club was reflecting. Oh yeah, there it says or this.
Man, you made me feel bad like I didn't do a good job.
No, you did. You did. Jonathan, you did. I'm sorry. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm not reading all your notes. I'm sorry. So that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning damage with the shillelagh.
Okay. Perfect. That's 8. Yep. All right. So you hit its form.
Is it up to 2d8? Right? Because shillelagh's...
Shillelagh doesn't scale because then
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because other people can just be like, yeah, I'll have a super high wisdom.
That's fair. All right.
All right. Anything else?
That is it for now.
Okay. Now we've got creature that was pushed off.
Glug, glug, glug.
It rises from the sea, passing through the decks and back up.
Who does that?
Wisdom save.
Question: is it a globe?
This is a globe? No.
for
It's a watermelon,
Guardians.
Ted.
It's same form. It just seems like momentarily it was incorporeal, like your cleric, and also could fly, and comes back.
Oh no, I was talking about Thola's ravens.
Spirit
Like
burden.
if they reached below deck to hinder its movement.
I think where it comes, yeah, it's still within where Thola is, so it will do its wisdom save.
Does it give difficult terrain? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
trying to
Is
get
it 3-dimensional, like through the deck to the bottom?
Because we've never really had this situation.
It looks like a globe. but
Coming
it's-
at
like
us.
a
from
It
sphere
below.
is a
radius?
15-foot. Yeah, it's.
Oh, I see. I see what you're trying to tell me.
It's a
Yes.
flat plane.
No, I mean it looks like a globe, a 3D globe. It says area,
Yes.
range 50 feet, and it's a globe.
Got it.
So can it get all the way to the top deck?
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. So you don't know what's happening. Never mind.
Well, hey, if it's still in the sphere, still got to do that wisdom save.
It does. It gets 19.
Okay, so half.
Feels bad quartered.
Or art department?
7.
7. So 3 for its resistance.
Oh no, sorry, 7 is half. So it was 14.
Right, 14.
it has
The
resistance.
save
Yeah, but
7,
save,
and then
right.
resistance to 3.
There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Quartered.
Yeah. Poopy.
All right. There is another portal that's beginning to latch out there from the waters itself. It is like tendrils of a portal that kind of connect to the wild bloom and then lifts itself out. Looks like something's going to burst out next round. With that, we're at end of round, and Caldrum, it is your turn.
Okay, do either of these things have their protective globes up?
The one does.
Okay, so I will attack the one that does not. Jedi, sharpshooter. $12.
Yeah, it passes through it. It's able to harness the other realm.
Again. Just regular. 26 for 37 damage.
Nice.
And 24 for 33 damage.
Nice.
And crap. I'm gonna climb up the mast. Yeah. So sling convergence onto my back and start climbing up the mast.
Okay. Very
To try to
good.
get into the crow's nest.
Okay. Begin moving that direction. And then Jajal.
Okay, so the only one left on the top that I can see is the one down between, what is it, Simon and Mal?
Yeah, that one seems to have its protective covering. And so the other one is up by Belladonna. And,
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep.
Well, for some reason,
Sorry, Caldrum.
I guess I'll start rolling the 4d6, drop the lowest.
yeah, I'm getting the feeling that blades aren't working. At least that's what I'm assuming. And so I reach out, curse it, and then with the other hand, charge up some energy, and I shoot some Eldritch Blizzasts at it.
Okay.
And then it is Hexblade Cursed.
Okay, X-Blade's curse is up.
So the first one is a 21
21 hits.
for, let's see, 11 force. The next one is yikes, a 9.
Yeah, it passes right through it. It's able to go to the other realm.
Last shot is a yikes, 11.
Yep, no.
Now, Jajal, doesn't it feel better not having to hide the fact that you're a warlock?
At least I'm not getting yelled at for it this time.
You get one more.
Yeah, because
no.
it's not to Zahir or Asmodeus.
Hey, look, I loved
Well,
the
the
way
second one was an
he
accident.
figured out how to hide the fact. It was great.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Simon.
Okay. So the one next to me has its orb up.
Yeah.
Can I get... Is there any other one on deck at the moment?
Yep, the one between Belladonna and Nellen.
Okay. First, I'm going to start by going, guys, I don't feel so good. And running over to the other one, I guess, that doesn't have the shell.
All right, they're up attack then.
Yeah.
Wait, up attack even though they're in the shell? Like the shell's not keeping them from doing the...
Nope.
That...
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So just before it wraps around you and still tries to like push through your skin. And that's gonna be...
No means no.
You didn't sing the song. This is my no-no square.
All right. That is 23
Don't do it.
necrotic.
Okay. Well, I'm down below half now. Oh, that's not a good number right there. But I get to the other one and have it make a dex save.
Okay. That is 18.
That saves, so I half of 10.
Okay.
And can I get in a flanking position or no?
I don't think so because Belladonna and Nell ended up flanking. There's no one else up there.
Okay. Alright, reckless. 22.
22 hits.
1 lightning, and that was cocked. And 9 slashing. Minimum damage on that one. That was great. And second attack, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
For, almost max damage on the second one there. There you go. 19 slashing and 6 more lightning.
Nice. All right, you deal that in, and much like the other one, it should come apart, and then it becomes encapsulated by this thing that pulls it together and protects it.
Alright, that's my turn. I'm expecting to have to make dex saves or death saves on my next one.
Okay, Dola.
So, do I guessing with my regular run-ins with undead, do I feel like they're undead at all, or do I have no idea what are the nature of these beings?
I mean, you look, they are undead, just of a type you've never seen. Like they are of a far insane, like just a foreign power that you're familiar with seems to be at work here, but they are undead.
Interesting. Okay. Then I guess as an action, I will hold out to my symbol of a white mask there and start praying and try to turn undead there.
Okay.
30 feet, wisdom saves, DC 18.
Okay. So let's see. We'll do the one by Nayland Belladonna. 22.
Okay.
One by one that's by Mal there. 22.
Ooh.
And the one below deck. 9.
9. Okay. Well, the 9 it starts running away, and I don't know if it's level, what are we, level 11 now? If it's level CR2 or lower, it gets put. But I don't think that's
It is not CR2 or
I don't think that's the case. So
There would be a lot more of
just
that.
had to throw that out there. I guess I feel that I warded one off, and I will pay attention to the other.
All right. Very good. Next is the one.
Oh my gosh! I muted myself accidentally. Sorry.
Oh.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon to the one right next to me.
Okay.
All right. And even though I feel like it's not as useful as it usually is.
I mean, you can put it up, but both have their shields up. It's going to be immune.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it up, and I'll whack it just for good cause, unless I see that if it's bolstering it per se, like
It doesn't. So the 14 misses.
A spiritual weapon can't hold action, right?
I don't think so, because it's like a. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action, right? You can't hold a bonus action.
Right. Okay. Then it's at its turn. It's the black energy here. It like sucks in all the swirls of dimensional mist around it, and then it lets it out in a 40-foot sphere of the boat. So it's 80-foot diameter. Suffuses the whole thing, dealing that's going to be 10 necrotic to every creature.
Is there any save to that?
Not for that.
Okay then.
What was the range?
Actually, I'm sorry. You only take it on a fail. I read a little. The range is a total of 80 feet diameter. It's a 40-foot sphere. Sorry, so it is con save 18.
Does
Everybody, right?
Yes.
protection from
How
evil
tall
and
is
good
the-
make any difference?
How far up the mast am I?
You did not get more than 40 for that movement.
Got it. Oof. I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay, that's a 25 for me.
Okay.
21 for me.
Okay.
I got a 20.
You're good.
I'm rolling in slow motion. I don't know why.
28.
You're good.
Is this magical or a spell?
It is magical.
Then that is a 19.
Okay, you're good.
My second one did. I don't know what's going on with my thing. Hold on, I gotta reload.
10 necrotic or save for half?
So no, you don't. Nothing happens on a successful save. My bad.
Woo.
Uh,
Simon's like, finally.
looks like
Belladonna got
looks like
17.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. So Belladonna and Cal, you're each going to take 10 necrotic.
I also failed, so I took 10.
Yes. So then, Naylin and Cal, I need you to look at your attuned magic items and go ahead and roll a d6. 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 2, and 5, 6 is 3. And starting from the top, that is the magic item that is suppressed.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, my cloak. That's not terrible. It did its job.
Okay.
I will attune it for the sake of clarity. Unattune it, I mean.
Same. My cloak.
Okay. And so you kind of look, and your cloak's now like suffused with this negative energy. And that's its bonus action, actually.
Mm.
And then it will. It's got a Mao near it.
Yum, yum, yum.
12 to hit, which will miss. Second is a 12 to hit, which misses. And third is a 17 to hit. Which misses. AC's 22. So it tries to swirl around and you're able to ward it off. It cannot get to you. And its protective shield drops at the end of its turn. Mal, it's your turn.
So watching the protective shield drop off from the angry watermelon, Mal has a glee of delight in his face as he pulls the blades out and starts carving.
You got it.
So still the family sword in hand. First attack. 20, soft 20 to hit.
That'll hit. And
So
go ahead.
12 damage.
All right. So it's basically got to get a natural 20 on the dice to put up its shield again. And it gets a natural 1. So with that, you come down, and it's as though you sever the connection it has to this material plane, and it's sucked back in to whatever blackness is existing, and it's gone.
Can I close the distance to the second?
I'm picturing Pac-Man.
Can I close distance to the second one that's on deck?
The second one does still have its shield up.
All right, that's not super helpful. But I only have attacks. Damn it. Not gonna be useful. I can still move. Let me get back up towards the. Say again.
Flank with it, please.
I mean, may have an opportunity now. Is it not already flanked or no?
I mean, it wasn't when I hit it.
Yeah, so you can get up there and flank with Simon if you want.
Let's do that.
Okay. Because I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I can survive another round of attacks against it.
We'll see. And then there's nothing left to attack, and all I've got is attacks at this point, so I guess I park.
All right. Nalin.
I am going to swing at it with my scimitar.
Okay,
Is
the
this
one
with
right there
advantage?
is still on its shield,
Oh, son of a.
so you know you can't hurt it. But if you want to hold an action for when the shield drops, you certainly may. Or you can get away. You can do whatever you want. You've got options.
Yeah, I'm going to. How high up is the how far away is the crow's nest from me?
I think we've said about 30 feet has been what we've called the crow's nest.
Okay, I am going to bonus action starlight step up there, so sort of I'm here in the space, then suddenly I'm 2D, and then I'm gone, and I'm up in the crow's nest with Caldrum, and I'm gonna hold an action.
Got it. Mad mobility, I love it. And it's its turn, and it will. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to bonus action the same thing as the other, using its dread magic drain. Puts out the big force that will still get the crow's
inspiration for this.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I only got a 15.
The con saves.
Another 25.
Oh God! Yeah, natural 20.
21.
Yeah, because my first attunement thing is voltage, which would be very bad. The other two I could live without at the moment because I already used the bracers.
Sir, you have your very special javelin that I made for you.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not attuned to that.
It's not an attunement item.
Yeah, I know.
Anything?
I'm just saying.
Anybody else get below 18 besides Caldrum?
Belladonna again.
Okay.
That
other PC?
poor plant.
All right. So that's going to be. So I got 22. All right. So then just Caldrum 10 necrotic. as well as Belladonna.
I assume it was just 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, because that's what I was rolling for items that get suppressed. So, question: can a vestige be suppressed?
It can.
Okay. If I buy a Kiss of the Changebringer.
Okay. Okay, so with that's a bonus action. It'll look around, and it's just here to sense life.
Also believe it's 15 feet, right?
It's going to be immune.
Oh, it's shielded. Damn it.
And it's going to go. It's actually going to go Belladonna here.
No, Belladonna does have protection from evil and good, so it's attacking at disadvantage.
Very good. So at disadvantage, that is
That may not be enough to save her.
24 to hit.
Oh, that still hits.
Okay. But it is actually going to try to get something on anybody that's not infected by it yet.
So how much damage does Belladonna take?
It is going to be 18 necrotic.
Belladonna's down.
Okay, and then Mal has not been hit yet, so it does recognize that there's no infection on Mal. That is 25 to hit Mal.
That is a hit.
That is 22 necrotic.
Got it.
It goes on in there. And then the other Simon is infected, so it's just going to hit Mal again. 18, which will miss Mal.
Yep.
All right, so you're able to shove it off, and you two feel sickened and off. It ends its turn. It drops, so therefore Nalin can go.
I'm gonna. The only person who would be able to see this is Caldrum, but she has like a little like in whatever like sort of over, not the cloak, but underneath the cloak, there's like an open jacket, and she has like a little breast pocket here. She's going to take out what I don't know if Caldrum would recognize as a pen, but it's a click pen, which I don't know if that fits this setting or not, but she has one because her rules are different. Yeah. And she clicks the back of the pen, clicks it twice, and a long blade comes out. And she's going to throw 2 pens. She has a set of 3 of them. Boom, boom, right at the guy. Okay. The lowest is a 13.
So 13 will miss.
Okay, and then the other one was a 17 plus 8.
That hits. Remember,
Okay.
you can still do Planar Warrior.
Oh, and I'm going to do that then. No, I can't because this is the held action, right? So my
correct. You technically couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I think you can favored foe.
Yes. And actually, I think I had already favored foe.
Yeah, they're already favored foe, so you already get it. Yep.
Yeah, so that's a D6 and then a D4. So piercing. Yeah, piercing. So 3, 4, 9 piercing plus 4 additional piercing.
Okay. It goes in there. The pen blade interjects it, and then almost there's a small explosion on it as it pushes it back through the portal, making it disperse and the energy soak it up. You have destroyed its form.
Oh, sick. And the pen comes back to my hand, and I stick it back in my pocket.
Nice.
It is mightier than the sword.
All right, and then the remaining one has to run away.
Does it take damage to start?
So end its turn. So technically, it has to take damage from your thing, Tholo, which I think will break the turn.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yup.
So the save from the damage is 22. So this will be a quarter of what you roll.
So 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
total 17. So
Yep. D4 radiant. Now it's got its turn. So turn breaks. What?
Yeah, half movement if it's coming up.
Yeah. Definitely can get where it wants to go though, which is to get to Thola.
little me.
It's a grudge.
And it will go ahead and bonus action Dread Magic Drain. Con saves.
Wow. Come on.
I'm going to take one of the
Never made
inspiration
well.
for this. 'Cause we hit 3.
If I recall, we can't grab inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, 20 then.
That's good.
Ew.
All right.
18.
18 passes.
22.
18.
18 passes. All right. So that's 10 on Nalin, and you have to lose attunement.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Okay. If there's 2 left, am I rolling a d4? Oh no, I can still do a d. What do I do?
It doesn't really matter. It's basically a 50-50. Just it can be a D4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
So
there
whatever
goes
you
my
wanna do.
scimitar. Goodbye.
So you could have rolled a d20 if you really wanted to.
Okay. However, yeah, actually, never mind. It would be the next one because it all did that on their turns. Okay. All right. Scimitar goes, and then you take the 10, and then it will go ahead and do some attacks on Dola, all 3, because of the energies, especially because now it recognizes Raven Queen energies. It is pissed. And that will be a 27, 26, and a 14.
2 hits.
Come on, dice. Dang it. There we go. That would be 34 necrotic.
Cool.
And you begin, something's very much off. Thola, you immediately understand what has happened to you. You know that there's no way to regain HP.
Understood.
All right. Now, from the portal, you see it's by Pedal. As you see this creature come out, and it almost falls out. It's a little bit clumsy on its feet. As you see a face and mouth on this bald, grotesque, almost blubbery form that looks like it got a description of what a humanoid was supposed to look like and tried to be patched together and melded together. In its stomach is a large mouth, and as it turns around and almost spins before it lands, you see on the other side of it is another mouth in its back.
Everyone roll the sanity checks.
And side view will give you a better idea of what this buddy looks like.
Oh, he's a cutie.
And he sees some Mal.
Sweet.
Well, I gotta do some con saves.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me if it has to make a whiz save.
Yeah, it would not. My second one was a 6.
Okay. You got it. You got it. So very cool. All right. First things first, it's going to take one of its claws and go directly after Mal. That is a 22 to hit.
That is my AC.
All right. So you are immediately grappled as the claw pinches you around your stomach. And that is going to be... What's the claw damage again? 2d6 plus 5. For
It's-
12.
It's a D2 of damage.
Out of 12.
And its mouth attempts to swallow you.
It's like the third time. Come on now.
Oh yeah, that is going to be a 23. Okay, so that's going to be...
He's just biting right through that clamshell.
That's going to be 19 piercing. And you find yourself like compressed in a space that it doesn't feel biological. It just feels as though your skin is rotting away as you're in it.
Like acid or... I mean, pretty much yes, right?
It's not burning, it's just like becoming detached from you and
That's
rotting.
even more gross. Awesome.
Okay, but you'll take stuff like that at the start of your turn.
Stuff like that.
And which we're at the beginning, but let's go ahead and do our 15-minute break.
Ah!
As he's exfoliating.
I am just... I'm going to be radiant when this is all over. The rule is either Mal goes down every session or gets eaten every session.
When was the last time you got swallowed? The
Matt,
Oh, couple rounds ago.
Kraken?
Yeah.
Yes,
Matt.
Paul?
did you say we were back to the top of the round, or?
I skipped
Yeah.
you. We'll take you when we come back.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just realized that.
This one time at band camp.
Go ahead, continue the story. Now I want to know.
So apparently Mal is food, not friends.
Damn it, Mal, just stop being a snack.
All right. So Squintoing is back. We'll let Paul take their turns and say. Oh.
Fish sticks. What a delicious treat.
All right, so the Kajal's there. I think we're good. Tonk, go ahead.
Is my audio broke or is everybody's?
I hear you.
I hear you.
I can't hear
Me too.
crap, so BRB.
All right, but Tonk, go ahead and take your turn if you want.
Fuck. Okay.
Tonk, I'll say Tonk definitely remembers the idea that something was on the ship that was causing it to be able to be targeted this way.
Right now, Tonk has other concerns.
That's fine. Just
Immediately
Tonk wants to do.
spends his action disconnecting from trance and races as fast as he can to the deck.
Okay. Definitely. I think we say you can get to the top deck in a turn.
Cool, that's fine. I can't do the other thing I need to do this turn, but that's okay.
Okay. It's up to you. Do you want to wait one deck below, or do you want to be on top deck?
Right now, I give two shits about what else is happening. I need to be on the top deck.
You got it. In that case, let me get before since we all see this Cowdrum.
Yeah, seeing Mal get swallowed, I'm gonna go after that thing. It's big. It should have a low AC. I'm gonna sharpshooter. 18.
18 hits.
Let's use Piercer for that. So 34 damage for the
Nice.
first hit.
For the first hit.
Sharpshooter again. That's 28 for 27 damage.
Very
And
good.
final sharpshooter. 27 to hit for 26 damage.
Okay.
And then
Below average.
if I can, I don't know if it'll work, but if I can hide from them, like duck down and bonus action hide.
Yeah, I mean, certainly try.
Not with a 12.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
so boom, you definitely put holes in this thing.
Hmm.
It is not looking good.
I'm aiming like around the mouth to try to basically cut him out.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Very good. Jajal.
Oh, jeez. This thing is terrifying. So what Jajal's gonna do?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did we previously say that I could Booming Blade and Smite with Branding Smite at the same turn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's a bonus. Okay, so bonus action, Branding Smite, power up Booming Blade, and I'm going to run up and Inspiration attack this with Moon Weaver's Needle. Stabby stab /
Okay, so it reflexively counters Booming Blade. It opens its mouth and it there's this sound of 20 screeching spiders that just and it seems like the weave itself unravels around you.
Oh.
So that means that Booming Blade's action, that action is gone.
Oh. Huh. So how does that? It just stops my blade short?
Yeah. So it never. That spends your action that would usually make Booming Blade, so you cannot use that to attack.
You don't lose your branding smite though. That's concentration for the next time you hit. So
correct.
You lost your attack for this turn.
Okay. I kind of hold up my middle finger and then I don't know, run back away, I guess. Fuck this guy.
All right. So you would have got into melee, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Unless did it wait till melee to do that?
Yeah, because you have to Booming Blade when you're there. So
did that have the reaction to counter?
Yes, thank you for getting that for me.
Thanks.
You're good.
I run away with both fingers up this time. All right.
Simon.
Simon is going to run up to the thing that ate Mal. Which, if it ate Mal, did it pop up near us? Or... Yeah. Simon's going up to it.
Right, getting where it needs to be. Absolutely.
Yep. And for the first time when he's been in a focus, he actually seems a bit angry as he's really going to recklessly attack it.
Nice.
Just flavor-wise, nothing extra special is happening. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Max damage for 20 slashing and 6 lightning.
Yes.
Oh, and have it make a dex save real quick. Oh, that's terrible.
Dex save of 1.
That fails, so it takes 5 more lightning.
Nice.
And next one is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
For... still pretty good, but not as good. 15 slashing and 4 lightning.
Okay. All right, it's still up.
That'll be my turn.
All right.
Actually, it's at the end of his turn. You hear Simon grumble beneath his breath. Give him work.
All right. So Simon is against the creature, and Dola, it is your turn.
All right. Spiritual weapon attack with the one next to me, right? Because it's not shielded.
Correct.
All right. Freak that guy. That's a 21.
21 hits.
12 force.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn around while I'm commanding the scythe. Look to the butthole with the two mouth buttholes, and I am going to cast guiding bolt at it.
You got it.
I will do that with inspiration, so at advantage. Damn, that was close. 28.
A 28 hits.
Damn, only 16 radiant.
All right. Your radiant bolt burns against it, and it as it hits, you see large raven wings encompass it and drag it, kicking and screaming, tearing it apart back into the far realm.
Heck yeah! You've just been
Did it drag Mal
banished
with
in the
it?
shadow realm.
Mal's not there.
Oh shit! All right, bro. Well,
This is a new one for Mal.
You start rolling up this character, bro.
Oh no.
C'est la vie.
No spittle? Didn't even get a cough out?
I was gonna aerate the thing from the inside.
That's it, I guess. Not much else I could do at the moment.
You got it. Let's see here. Okay. Mal, right at the start of your turn, I do need a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Magical effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woot, that's advantage. That's going to be lucky 13 twice, and then plus 4 for champion's durability would be 21.
Okay. So with a 21, that means that the effects of this realm do not do not seep into you just yet. So you can attempt to do something to get out if you want.
All right, so already starting with the literally my bloodline's family sword in my hot little hand, I am going to attempt to stab the crap out of anything soft and squishy around me, considering I'm inside the belly of the beast yet again. Mal's probably more calm than most might be, having been through this situation a few times. So I'm going to start perforating.
Okay. Make some attack rolls.
18 to hit.
That's going to hit.
I mean, from the inside, it probably should, right?
Yeah.
So the first one's 12 damage.
Okay.
Second one is a blah, blah, blah. Nope, not going to hit. Ignore that. That's going to be, ooh, hey, an actual 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Third attack is going to be actually, I'd love to, all right. 10 plus another D6 is going to be, reroll that one for Piercer. Even worse. 11 damage.
Wait, why wouldn't you reroll the 1?
I rolled a 2 to get a 1, which is probably the saddest moment I've had in a long time.
But you had a 1 in the initial one that you could have rerolled to at least keep it the same.
Yeah. Dice. How does that work? I'm going to action surge if you don't mind. Those are my 3 attacks. Let's do 3 more.
Yeah.
So the fourth attack is a 15 to hit.
Okay. That will hit this.
All right, 13 damage.
Okay.
Fifth attack.
Yep.
Go ahead.
With that one, you're it's not biological. You're just tearing at like this wall that is almost invisible, and finally it bursts, and you feel like this popping sound, and you are floating. You instinctively still have your breath held. You feel that there's no air around, and in front of you, you see something that looks the size of a cathedral, 80 feet diameter eye. They're just staring, and you see shadows of tentacles around.
So in my frantic stabby session, I broke out into a 80-foot wide cathedral eye. What is this place? What does this mean?
Good question.
And again, like Mal, not religious, not at all acquainted with magic. It's just like, where am I? Can I swim? Can I move? Can I wiggle my fingers and go somewhere?
If you try to kind of get that together, this is going to be speed equal to the number of feet of your charisma score.
Terrible choice. So yeah, charisma's an 11. So I attempt to wiggle and float a little bit and see if it works.
Yeah.
Is there an up or a down or a diagonal or some sort of orientation point I can identify?
I mean, it is 3-dimensional space you're floating in, but you don't see any like planes that would let you know anything like that.
And I can breathe, or I'm holding my breath at this point.
You're holding your breath.
I'll try to suck in a little bit and see if I get anything I can breathe, or if it's not going to work.
You don't think there's any air here?
Oh, great. That's even better. Mental map of what I have. Nope. I'm going to hold my breath and turn purple.
Okay. You do have your my goodness, con modifier +1 in minutes.
Okay.
Nalin.
Okay. Can I activate my detect portal feature as an action to...
Absolutely.
Okay. It says that it's going to detect the distance and direction to the closest one. I'm hoping that's the one that Mal blooped to.
Yeah, so you put it out, and you can actually see this tear that was left by this large creature. It's beginning to sort of heal, but it is there for you to that you know how to get through.
I flick my finger, hold it up to the air. I go like this, open them like I'm looking sort of through and then I point and I tell everybody, there, they went over there through the portal. There's a tear. It's right there. And I show everybody the direction.
Okay.
And I will use my movement to start moving there, I guess.
Okay. So you're climbing down, or using something else?
I'm just going to climb down for now.
Okay.
Can I acrobatics down?
You can. I think you should have bonus action if there's anything you can use with that. It's up to you.
Nothing that I... concentration for a minute. No bonus actions right now.
Okay. All right. So you just begin climbing down.
Yes. Did you want me to roll anything, or I just am there?
Yeah, acrobatics to get down.
Okay. 16 plus 8. So
Yeah.
20, whatever.
Yeah. However you envision yourself jumping or flipping down, you're right on the base of the mast.
Excellent.
100%. Then Tonk.
I will race directly to Belladonna.
Mm-hmm.
Drop down onto a knee, touch Belladonna, and cast Revivify.
Okay.
That oh fuck y'all were laughing about, that was her crit failing a death save.
Yeah. Yeah. Reach out to her. You see her body. It's odd with the plant, but you see the signs of a few flowers pop out. You're unable to give her HP, but she is stable at 0.
All right. And then I'm going to go with any movement left over in the direction that Nayland pointed. And can I sense the tear similar to the way I can sense other tears?
Yeah. As you kind of take her direction, get next to it, you understand it's there.
Okay. I'm not going to go through right now because I just spent my action, but I'm there at the tear then.
Okay. I would say because of who you are, as you get right next to it, following the directions, it does start to open up enough where everyone's starting to see this this space, and you can sort of see Mao. And Mao, you look, and you're able to see your ship about 20 feet away.
20 feet. Swim, 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 swim.
You can. All right. So with the slime thing is still active here. On deck.
Now, for God's sakes, you have a fly!
Flies don't fly in space, do they?
No, they would.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a magical
It's magic.
fly.
Killing me here.
But it's Mal. He doesn't like the magic.
Okay, so if I see where this is, then it's going to try to get some Simon.
It has advantage.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah, first attack is 29. Second attack is 21. And third attack is 22. So all those hit.
Yes, they do.
Okay. 63.
I'm gonna stop you right there. That's more than enough. I'm down.
Okay.
Also, I called it. Wasn't gonna survive another round against him because that.
Did it take all 3 to down you?
Well, I guess I don't know. I had 47 left, so maybe.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm going to say so. I mean, whatever. That's how we wrote it. Let's keep going. And you do see that there is another portal forming. Caldron.
There's still one thing below us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna... I can shoot it there, right?
Yep, you can shoot it.
Okay. Sharpshooter. 28 for 30 damage.
All right. Yeah, big hole in it.
Again. 19.
Hits.
I'll use Piercer on the 1. It'll stay a 1 for 26 damage.
Yep.
Final attack. Natural 20.
Yeah, there you go.
For 50 damage.
Nice. It is still up. Not been reduced to 0.
Bonus action hide.
Got it. Jajal.
17.
Where am I in relation to... Jeez. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Sorry. Yeah, that guy... I don't know. The little slimy dude down there. I'm going to run down, reenact my booming blade. I'm still furious about that, by the way. That's gonna piss me off for a while. That was rude as hell. That big mouth having ass. Anyway.
He's as offended as a healer getting their Revivify counterspelled.
Yeah, right? And I'm gonna take out all that aggression on this. You what?
Flanked with Thola.
You're flanked.
Oh, I am?
Yeah,
Sweet.
or you are flanking.
Very nice. And I'm going to take out all that aggression on that little slime. Let's see here. Give me something nice. 23.
That will hit.
Nice.
Remember, your brandishing or your branding smite goes off on this attack.
Perfect. So that's 10 base. Sneak attack. Another 10. Now for the spells.
The
Booming.
2 radiant from Needle.
So that's 14. 2 from this. There's so many things to hit. And then this one. Okay, so now I have to go up and find all the numbers.
Okay, it's all good. I was watching it.
Okay.
You streak down as it comes apart. That the same thing as the other ones. That black and shell comes over it. So you've made it use it once.
For flavor, I just kick it with my boot. I'm so pissed off. Like, fuck these things! Just die! And I'm going to end my turn there.
What does the branding smite do, bud? Does it have a continuous effect?
Oh, good question.
Because you
I
can maintain
forgot.
concentration on that for the full minute.
The weapon gleams with astral radiance. As you strike, the attack deals an extra 2d6, which becomes visible if it's invisible. The target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends. So it's shining now.
It's shiny.
I made
All
it right.
Simon, death save, please.
Alright. Okay. That's not a natural 20. So.
Okay. Is it a success?
It's a fail.
Fail. Okay. Dola. Jalen, you muted if you're there.
I sure did. I had my mic off. So is it going to be the one that's near me that's shielded? 'Cause I don't see another one.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, shoot, and I don't see. I'm going to use my. Hopefully, it probably won't work, but I'm hoping it does. I'm going to do a Balm of Peace.
Okay.
Use my action to move up to my speed, 30 feet around, and try to heal everyone I can.
Okay.
Could I get everyone?
So if you touch Naylin, you're unable to heal her.
Okay.
You cannot heal yourself. You cannot heal Simon. Jajal can get it. Kaljum's too far away, and Tonk can get it.
Okay, so what I want to do actually, so then what I'll do is I'll get Jajal, and I'll end off at Tonk.
Okay.
And so I won't prevent any opportunity attacks with that. Let me do that right now to heal.
Does that, even though he can't heal him, does that stabilize Simon at all?
No, that's spare the diner medicine, I would say.
Okay.
So for thematic and flavor, do we see you like attempt to do it and it just doesn't take hold?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, as it goes out, the bright energy flows. It's there. The skin kind of glows with this extra dimensional black mist and like eats up the healing energy.
Okay.
14.
For healing?
Yep.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Okay.
And I'm in foot Tonk, and I'm like, do we go through? And that's it.
Mal.
So mechanically, Mal has, excuse me, 1 minute plus 1 additional minute per con bonus, so 2 minutes total.
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 feet to the portal, I think you said, and
Yep.
I'm doing 11 feet progress per turn. So I'll use my second turn to swim towards the portal entrance in the saddest, most Cowboy Bebop floating in space swim you've ever seen. Like the most pathetic,
you're trying to be yelled at again
wiggle, like
by Paula.
very, very much of the like, where am I going? How am I getting there? I have no idea.
I love
They're getting closer.
You can action dash.
To get through?
Yeah.
Done.
22 feet,
Oh.
maybe?
I will wiggle faster.
Yeah. So, and then you burst out.
Did we just see Mal get rebirth?
Basically, the universe. Yeah, for the universe. All right. Though for what you saw, Mao, I do need a wisdom save for sanity.
That's not likely, but let's try it. Magical effect?
Yeah.
Yeah. Advantage.
Mal is a universal
He
dingleberry.
needs it.
Always happen. That's a 15.
Okay. You're good
Damn it, Cthulhu.
for your first experience.
You said
And then-
first.
Your first one with that.
Apparently, it's going to be repeating.
Malin.
That's me. I forgot my own name. Okay. So I
You
am
people
going
in the forest?
to. I feel, or I become aware that Thola had tried to and fails to heal me. And so then I look at myself and I'm like, oh, not this. And then I look at Simon on the ground and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. And I'll walk over and I will spare the dying
Yep, that will stabilize.
on Simon. And then I.
What does
will-
yours look like?
So I walk over and I touch Simon, and for a moment, Simon looks almost like an impressionist painting. Like all of those brushstrokes sort of like wash over Simon, and then Simon returns to normal, and Simon is stabilized. And then I will bonus action Nature's Veil myself invisible. Thank you. And
Very-
that is it for me. I have 7 HP left and can't be healed. So, nobody hit me.
All right, talk.
It would be very hard to restore
Um,
you if I can't see you.
So at this point, I am going to avoid the op attack from the green slime, but race back down the stairs, hollering to Gaius, "We need to find the thing that shouldn't be here."
Okay. So you're using action disengage then? Or you mean avoid, you're just walking around it?
Well,
Okay.
yes, going the
That's-
long way.
That's what you mean. Absolutely. So then you may make, basically between you and Gaius, you roll this with your stats, do investigation.
Okay. I will use inspiration on that. And I'm gonna Flash of Genius myself just because I really don't want to effing fail this.
That would be good.
So my investigation's a 25.
It is a 25, Talk. You are
Damn.
because you see here between Gaius and yourself, you just see a bit of now this material that you can tell is essentially wood colored to the point that it has like the rings in it, the same as a wild bloom, but right now it just has the slightest bit of black coming off of it because of what is happening. And for this turn, you and Gaius are able to get about 20 pieces of this out, and it is on the sides of which the ballista entered. You do believe that this is like pieces of shrapnel broken off.
Son of a.
Gross.
All right. So I assume we got so many pieces off, but I'm assuming there is more.
You have the pieces, but they're still active.
Okay.
So now it's like a big ball. This turn, you're getting all the pieces together. It's still a big ball of mist. So they're
Okay.
still doing what they're doing.
Right. I will holler up in case they can hear me. Like, we found some shit.
Right. So they need to be. You would know they need to be deactivated somehow, or put somewhere like way far away.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to deactivate this. I'm hoping Nayland does, but I'm just hollering up in case anybody can.
Yeah, just like it's not as. I just want to make sure Tonk would know. You just can't throw it overboard.
Yeah.
Not gonna like. Very cool. Then it is the slime's turn. Thola had run away. Mao came out near it. It doesn't know that Lynn's there. Jajal is next to it, though.
Aw.
Happy target.
And Jajal is not infected, so it prefers Jajal. Natural 20.
To do what?
Two
Two
hits.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
Second attack is a 23.
You can
Yeah.
stop now.
And third attack is a 22. Okay.
Don't forget to uncanny dodge.
If you're gonna uncanny dodge, let's uncanny dodge the crit then.
Please.
So let me do that. Then I'll do the other two.
Oh, there you go.
I'll give that to you. Because that will be 31 necrotic.
That's halved?
No,
Well, that's the regular.
raw. So you uncanny dodge the 15.
Okay. Oh. My blood pressure went up a little bit.
And then the other two together
Oh.
will be 45.
Oh, man.
But again, you could only uncanny dodge
Yeah.
a quarter of that. So that's why. So you still did the right thing.
Yikes.
Poor
Okay.
kitty.
Okay. And its shield is down. Then this is coming from the far end of the ship, not near anybody. Just because the way this kind of went through. You see like one limb come out, and then a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a total of 8 as you pull out this thing that like is almost rotating and moving around
Oh my god.
with this large mouth in its front, and you see that it's got a large eye like on above the mouth that is the vertical mouth, and as it kind of moves around you see like on its backside and butt it has like another eye, and it's just totally misshapen.
I like it. Butthole mouths, butthole eyes.
Caldrum.
We didn't need to sleep
Okay.
tonight.
What I would be considered hidden from this thing, right? Because I had used the hide action.
There's
and
a
it
hide
just
before it
unhinged.
came up. Yeah, because its passive is 15, so you're good.
Sweet. So I will pop my head up and sharpshooter with. Do I have any special ammo for this? No, not particular. I made too much of the wrong kind of ammo. All right. Uh, 25.
25 hits.
And that's going to be 33. And since I was attacking from unseen, I will, for the first time, activate Zahir's Hidden Venom.
Ooh.
So it needs to make a. So it's going to take an addition. Well, does it take poison damage?
It does.
Oh, sweet.
No.
Fun fact, only thing that does so far.
The first time since ever?
So 33 piercing, 13 poison, and it needs to make a DC 17 con save.
Robin is sick right now.
12.
Sweet.
Poison.
So it's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. I'm so
I feel for you, Gorgo.
Second attack. I'll burn grit since I got it back on that crit last turn. Oh, this is the first time it's happening. So as the bullet fires, you see the snake start writhing and coiling around the barrel, and the snake actually shoots out as the bullet flies and bites into this thing and wraps around it.
Snakes.
That's pretty dope.
I love snakes.
We know you love snakes.
Another 25 to hit
Hits.
for 34 damage.
Nice.
And once more.
14.
14 misses.
All right, and then I will hide again. Though I don't think that's going to work anymore because I haven't moved.
Yeah.
But
Good
I
job.
will go prone and hide with 20.
Jajal.
I'm trying to decide. Oh, bye, Caldrum.
Paula, just tell me if you want me to roll a new character. It's fine.
It's a subtle hint.
I see that new thing, and I'm trying to
The
decide.
art department has opinions about Caldrum.
I mean, he does reduce the on-screen time of their work
Okay.
quite significantly. So
All right, Jajal, what you doing?
I am not sure what this thing is about, and he doesn't want to get close to the many-armed, sharp-fanged freak thingy. And so Jajal's gonna kind of spin the blade in a little flashy maneuver, kind of hold it up a little bit, let it glow, and this light descends from the sky, and a moonbeam gets launched onto this thing.
Nice. Takes damage at the start of its turn.
It is a DC 15 con save.
At the start of its turn, right?
When a creature enters a spell's effect for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, yes.
Yep. Okay. Very cool. All right. And that is that your turn?
Can I bonus action? I forget that I could do that. Disengage from the slime.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to kind of scurry away into a safe area.
You got it.
Where exactly is that?
Yes. Yes. I within or without, away from melee range from anything.
Okay.
Words. Yeah. Those.
Sounds good. All right. So as a reminder, the slime thing, its shield is down. Thola.
Shoot. All right, then I guess I will bonus action to hit it with the spiritual weapon.
All right.
There we go.
Roll to hit.
That one. 16.
16 misses.
Oof, that's rough. Now, Talk is downstairs. He said that obviously he found some shit. Am I close enough to the stairs to run there and not provoke any opportunity attacks?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And I will go see what the hell Tonk has found. And examining this thing, would I be able to maybe determine the origin or how I could get rid of it? If it would be like could I target it as something that I could possibly banish? Like, is it a living creature entity type deal or?
Let's do. You can do a religion or arcane on this.
Okay. Let's see. 13.
13. Then if you're asking me specifically about banishment, I'll give you that it could be banished. But it is technically of this plane enough that it would come back in a minute.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, if I'm gonna just see what happens if I strike it with the Sunblade with Findal.
Okay.
And see what happens
Spicy.
there. 17.
17. That definitely is enough to pierce it. Yeah, this would be. You can use your wisdom save on this.
Oh shit!
Everybody roll a d100. Let's see how much damage we're taking.
15. Wow, I rolled a 4.
A 15. Because of the absolute insanity of this effect for failure, it is a 15.
Oh, nice. That's crazy.
And, the sword strikes it, and because Fendel itself was forged by astral energies, it is able to interact with this and it flashes forward. You feel, though, it is very similar to when you plunged it into the portal before.
Oh shit!
Fandao, you think it's going to break, but
damn.
you concentrate. You and Fandao become one, and the light suffuses, and they become inert. The mistiness goes down. Those of you up top, you begin to see the mists become less. It seems like you don't think new portals can form.
Well, that's a positive. Tonk, I think that worked, and then that's my action. So I'll say it on there for now.
Did you learn nothing about sticking your sword in mystical shit?
What's that one
Well,
line?
I just thought that it was the best.
What did Gandalf say to was it Merry or Pippin that dropped stuff down the well?
Mal, it's your turn.
So Mal, having passed through this portal of breathlessness, I guess the way he'd probably interpret it, and landing on the deck and breathing again, just glances around. So we got the weird, awkward, stabby, gross thing on the back deck. We apparently have one more of these weird watermelon creatures on the foredeck, which is close enough to probably stab, and then no other obvious danger in sight, right?
Right.
Fuck it, carve on. Mal's gonna fully engage the first ugly critter he can find, which is a watermelon.
All right.
And still having the family sword in hand, let's go for the first 2 or 3 attacks. Probably 4, we'll see. First is gonna be a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And that's a 9. Second is gonna be 13 to hit.
Okay,
Misses.
so that first one, sorry, you don't need me the second. The first strikes down, and it severs it from reality. It's unable to grab the mist that can keep it here beyond death, and it is banished from this plane.
Okay. And then I probably don't have enough distance to get to the other critter. Maybe not.
What's your total movement?
I think it's 30, but let me check. It's 30.
All right, tell the hands.
Watermelons.
How close can Mal get hand? About there.
Okay, so Mal's gonna drop the family sword, pull out the key, having not used the bonus action yet, convert it to a dagger, and fling it at the other creature.
All right.
Ooh.
Doesn't happen much, but it does happen. Soft 20
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Nice.
And then one more attack left. Same thing, fling it again. That's terrible. 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. I will wait for the dagger to come back in my hand and just hold it there.
All right. Nalin.
Okay.
So any attack you do here will have advantage, and you do have elven accuracy. So
Do we, I don't know if this is too metagamey. Do we know if it was just the watermelons that were resistant to radiant damage, or all of these thingies from the Black Mist?
So far, watermelons.
Okay, so far watermelons. Okay. I am going to... I've never played an elf before. What does elven accuracy do?
When you roll with advantage, you can then additionally re-roll one of those d20s.
Does it have to be a weapon attack or any attack?
Any attack made with Dex, Int, Wisdom, or Charisma.
Okay.
And so you just roll 3d20s.
Okay. I am going to bonus action cast Sense Lifeblood.
okay.
So I'm no longer invisible because that ends at the start of my first turn, and almost like when a fluorescent light flickers, In one instant, she's a skeleton. In another instant, she is just like the vasculature of a creature. And then in another instant, she's back. And she bonus action casts Sense Lifeblood. This tells me of the creatures that I can see if they are. Oh, and I have to spend 2 of my hit points.
2 hit dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hit dice.
2 hit dice. Whether they're at equal to or below half their maximum hit points.
Below.
Great. And then I get to deal an equal amount of my hit die so 2d10s in addition to all the attacks I make against it now. And I will action Sacred Flame him.
Okay, his wisdom, but I think you have. Yeah, okay. So it's going to make a save against that.
Oh, that savers suck. I lied.
Okay, you're good.
Scratch that. I'll just throw daggers.
So good. Nalin knows this better than you. It's good. So you could go ahead and do that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, natural 20 for 1.
Nice.
There you go.
That's what you
And
want.
then... Oh, and I get to roll another one? Another d20?
Well, you got a natural 20, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
so that's
the,
what you
for the second dagger?
Oh, yeah.
I could roll 3.
Right. 'Cause you can do
Okay.
that one, yeah.
So 8 plus 16.
Okay. Both hit.
Okay. And so that's going to be... I will also favored foe him, just for fun.
That's so much.
So
You're
much
already
force.
rolling 4d10 right now, like baseline, because of the Sense Lifeblood double.
So... so the Sense Lifeblood I will do first. So that's 4d10... So 8, 16 plus 5 is 21 plus 9 is a flat 30. And then that's going to be
Sense Lifeblood is so fun, especially
6
too.
plus 6 is 12, 13, 14 piercing plus 2d6 for the favored foe on the crit, which is another 6.
How do you want to kill it?
I would like to. So, boom! I shoot a pen. Boom! I take a pen. They go in both like shoulders right here, and just like throw him through a zip in the fabric of reality.
Yeah.
And he's swallowed up.
All right. And then you take breaths. All the forces here, the energy, the swirling of the water is calming down. You see the spectral forms of tentacles here or there trying to break through, but it has already become too thick for them to make their way, and things begin to calm down once more.
I just drop all of the wood there at the floor where I'm at, and I run back over to Belladonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same with Simon.
Just for funsies, since I still have Sense Lifeblood up, one of the effects is for everybody I can see, I can sense how they are related biologically. Is there anything fun or interesting I learn about anybody that's not just visually clear?
I would say that there is an extremely distant relation between Dola and Mal. Actually,
Ooh.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Old families from the same
Yeah.
island.
Cool. Didn't make sense to me, but I guess maybe it should. Okay.
all right. What does everyone want to do?
Go ahead. Sorry, you were the first one. Sorry.
Does it look like the magical infection is still here, or is that something that's
The infection is still present. Now that everything's broken, Thola, this would be lesser restoration, remove curse material.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it was greater, so I will take a lesser for 500, please.
You lesser Simon, I'll lesser Belladonna. And who else needs it?
I mean, if we can't heal, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Can't regain HP.
I'll lesser Nolan.
Thank you.
Who else? I have it, I think.
I was also affected. I'll climb down from the crow's nest.
So,
I was wondering where you are.
Well, I'll swing down on one of the vines. We haven't done this in a while.
so I did Simon, Caldrum, and myself.
And Mal needs it. I'll go ahead and upcast it. Pop a 3rd level slot for it. And that'll cover you, Mal.
Much appreciated. Cheap date.
And remind me, that was. Oh, go ahead.
Is that everybody that was affected?
I think so.
I think everybody was affected, so is that everybody?
Did it get you, Joel?
That was from the same thing, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, all right.
That's the thing that if it hits you, so yes.
Yeah, it did hit you. Yeah.
Oh,
Even if
wait,
you save
it-
from it?
Oh, okay, then never mind. So you can do it. I thought it was from the AOE save.
Yeah,
No, this was if
So
it
then-
melee hit you.
Then you
Oh,
can
damn.
you can have done Jajal instead of me. I thought it was from
Alright.
the AOE thing.
All right, so everybody's good then.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the
as
attunement
the
thing is
portals are
just a-
closed, you do regain access to your magical items.
Oh,
If the portal's closed.
Okay, call me stupid. What the frell was that? Like what was that watermelon attacking mouth double side front and back face creature and the weird thing with the extra teeth? Like, what was that?
The shards, the beacons, were part of the ballistas they hit us with. I'll go back down and grab some of the wood fragments, bring it back up.
Like a tracking thing, or like
When they hit us with the plant killers,
got
and
it.
the bolts shattered, it left
So far,
these
so good.
fragments in our hull, and these fragments were just whiffing off the same black fog.
So it attracted
these-
some kind of like predators or carrion eaters. Like what? Do they summon these things? This contract killers? I don't understand this thing.
Naylin, where were those creatures being drawn from?
a place called the Far Realm.
Super helpful. That's.
I mean, if you got, the length of a half a semester college course, I could probably explain it to you, but in
What's
the
a
interest
college?
of time.
We sunk one of
You
We
those.
literally
don't know what the
were
college
in
is.
a college.
I mean,
That's where you bought drugs.
I think the library
In the
survived.
cafeteria of the. Yeah, got it. Got it. Makes sense. Right.
Oh,
The
yeah,
book place. Got it.
It
But
drowned.
this was part of a ritual. I'm pretty sure, from what I can gather, this is a ritual. A sacrifice can open these tears between the realms, and somebody was intentionally attacking this ship.
the
Big
ballista
surprise, who?
Can just eat away and just we've seen many magics, but nothing has just
How do we-
initiated a ritual from firing a weapon at it.
How do we protect against that? I mean, if it's literally just the shrapnel from these ballista hitting us, how do we protect against it?
Gaius actually speaks up. He'll, now that I know what it is, I do believe we can try to expel it. We didn't know that it was a thing, but we can be on the alert if we get hit with one of these again.
But to expel the pieces that land, right? You don't block the hit, can you?
No.
No, that would just mean that we wouldn't have this side effect afterwards.
Right. This weird, icky stuff on the boat.
Besides just damaging the shrapnel pieces, do I know of a way to inactivate whatever the effect was?
You know, with this type of thing, anything that would protect against detection would protect against this ritual because it does still have to find it.
So, like, the sanctuary.
Private sanctum. Yep.
Private sanctum.
So it broke through the sanctum then.
Well, it hasn't been a year yet.
No, but
Hasn't
casts it every day.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Also,
You
does it have to
cast
land here to
every
break
day.
that or no? Like, things delivered via ballista may be different if they land on the ship versus like spells that would be cast against the ship and can't land.
It was pseudo incorporated into the ship, so that may have bypassed the spell.
Right.
That reminds me to check if Cass noticed anything or didn't, because she usually gets really in her books.
You get that Cass just was focusing. She's... The idea is that, because you know that she's like the soldier, like her job is to get this spell.
Right.
And that's just, she had her order, and she... You've been on the ships with her that you knew you'd have to order her out. Because other than that, she's assuming the captain wants her doing this.
And that's fair. Okay. So, from Tonk's perspective, there's two things that need to happen before we get to Dark Toe. One, there has been a lot of damage to the Wild Bloom, and he is willing to put spell energy, whether that's cure wounds or whether that's a long casting of plant growth, whatever it's going to take to get the Wild Bloom back up to shape. And then he's probably going to, hopefully with Thola's alchemy help, try and figure out some way of trying to protect the Wild Bloom from the pesticides in these bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say definitely a max casting time of plant growth would help a lot.
Did we? I know that I saw that Caldrum and the others that participated before weren't able to, but did the other players get to long rest before this? Because I was gonna cast heal on, but I didn't know.
No, we did not do it. You would have had a long rest. Yes, because they got a long rest before the battle. You would have had a long rest.
Okay.
So I would give the Wild Bloom a heal. I probably would have maybe.
Yeah. So the way I'm going to do this because of the way ship battles are. You can do it, but it's just going to take you about an hour of focus to channel the cure into the Wild Bloom effectively.
Fair enough.
So it's basically healing can't in the heat of a battle help the Wild Bloom.
Fair enough. And is this something that like Chew that I think would also cure the affliction from the bolts?
Heal. I would say you think that even if the boats are in this, as far as the like a greater restoration would likely take care of anything those boats could do.
Right.
And Matt, just to be doubly sure, we feel certain that the black ichor shrapnel things were targeting the ship and not anybody on the ship. Like hiding us from detection wouldn't be the same thing as hiding the ship from detection.
Correct.
Thank you.
So one thing still itches the back of my head. Again, I'm not a smart man, so bear with me a little bit. Not Nalin. I think it's Nalin. I'm not sure. What drew you to us and here and now? What made you pop into this particular place?
There was an opening in space-time, and I followed it.
And from wherever you were to wherever we are, that just sort of happened.
Well, I was looking for Caldrum.
And then, now that you made that connection, what do you expect to happen?
I don't think I am expecting anything, but once I have the answer, I'm sure I'll know what the answer was.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I got a question. Does this look like the lady he described in the book?
Yeah.
Okay, motherfucker.
I mean, I'm not saying you necessarily have a seat or a bed, but hypothetically, You seem pretty useful, so we want to hang around for a little bit. We wouldn't be offended by that. If you could pop off somebody else, that's totally cool too. But
Well, I definitely don't have my answer, so I'll be here until I have it.
You should hang around until you have the answer, probably. And if you happen to be super useful in killing other weird freaking things that show up on board, that'd be cool too. You know, hypothetically.
I mean, if you're looking for my services, I can be hired. I'm just kidding. No, I'll help you. I was just messing with you.
It was funny too, because like Thola and like her, you know, the fact that she wants, you know, wealth and all that, and she cares about that. She's like, oh my god, we got to split more of the. Stop the books. Stop talking about the books. I'm thinking of this in my mind. It's just funny because like she's covetous because of the sword. So it's just
if you're willing to be part of this crew for the short term until it works out otherwise, that's totally fine. We have lots and lots of problems to solve. You're more than welcome to bunk up in the appropriate places. Like,
is there still any remnant of feeling I get near where the tear was, or is that gone now that we did away with?
It is getting lessened. It seems like it's receding.
Okay.
Something like this takes a little bit to fully resettle.
Sure.
You get that things are stabilizing once more.
Does for me too. Although I'm curious, sort of, you know, Nayland, you came through this tear, but would it have seemed odd to you that, like, as I walked up to this tear, I could open it the other way myself? Would that have seemed odd to you?
Yes, I do believe so. Given where what assumptions I've made, placing you guys as sort of adventurers on this ship. That seems outside the wheelhouse of what I would have expected here.
Well, we are pretty special, at least so we've been told.
Your mother was very kind.
Roasted.
And Dola, you do see, just as she's moving, that there is a pin on the inside of her coat of a blue rose. Because of your insane passive.
But I also, like, after Thola or Mal says that, she punches him in the arm. Like, my mom died, bro, asshole.
That's right. I was like,
I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm just an asshole. It's fine.
She was nice.
Oh, by the way, Cass, we have a new shipmate. Don't kill her.
Noted.
We're good. Gaius, how are you coming along?
After the time, definitely, because we had Thola's heal go in, and so he's like, getting a little better. We're preparing for war, right?
We are.
Yeah. While Nayland is here, treat her as crew.
Nods.
At which point, I'll go back down, and I'll actually trance in with the ship as I'm doing the long casting of plant growth.
Yeah.
Can I follow you down?
Sure.
I'll politely excuse myself. I'll start walking with you. So, I don't mean to intrude, but I couldn't help but notice you're not like the others.
In what way? There are many ways I am not like them.
You can see the seams like I can.
Yes, I walk the ways between.
So, like, what the fuck is up with that?
Well, the gods took favor to us when we made the new world, and they gave us boons. I can now walk between them. I do want to get back to see my
Progeny.
Does goddaughter work
Progeny.
when it's a planet?
So this is you and your people share these skills.
As far as I'm aware, I'm the only one. We were each blessed in different ways. The amazing weapon that Caldrum wields was the boon he received. Mal is resistant to everything magical that happens his way, and when asked what I wanted to be able to visit Kea, and so they gave me the ability to walk between worlds.
So when you said we, you meant this crew.
Yes.
I thought you meant family.
No. We as the crew, we sailed out into the astral sea, and we took a world seed to be born.
That is some mighty work.
Well, I accepted a mighty job. I was granted wardenship of the seed, and it was my job to see it planted.
I was wondering what some people call it fates, a design. I don't know if it's as intelligent as that or as little intelligent as that, if that makes any sense. I think it's bigger than my understanding, but I was wondering why I would have been brought to this ship with this crew. And it seems as though there is a lot still to be learned.
There is a woman on this world that claims that she tracks lineages of dynasty, people of importance to the grand design, if you will. And as far as I'm aware, she has a tag on each of us.
Gotcha.
We are certainly a crew that is not finished with what we plan on doing.
Well, I'm excited to be a player in some of it. So what do you do down here?
This, as I open the door to my room and point to this weird plant-looking chair, when I accepted the world seed, I gained an understanding of the nature of life and growth and plant and animal and the structure and communication of things. Before I accepted that, I was an artificer. I point to like all sorts of little gadgets and gizmos, and the same way that I studied the workings of gears and metal, I've taken to studying the workings of life. And here, I can commune with all of the life on this boat. I can commune with Gaius, all of the saplings. I can see through their eyes. I can communicate with them. When we were still connected to the planet Kea, I could, well, speak isn't necessarily the right word, but there was communion. When it comes to fighting on the ship, I find that a lot of times the best aid I can offer is to help coordinate all the moving pieces.
I have not seen, but glimpsed, observed the gears in existence you're talking about, and I do not understand them at all. But I greatly enjoy people who try, like you. And you can tell that she is like genuinely fascinated by your mind and your perspective of things.
Well, as they say, until you start learning, you do not know how much you don't know, and there is much still to learn, but I'd be happy to discuss it with you as long as you're staying.
Oh, I do think I will be here for a time, whether it's short or long, I can't say. But I am happy to know you.
Indeed. Well, I must get to the work I need to do. I hope that answered some of your questions.
The best kinds of questions lead to more questions, so.
Well, isn't that the truth?
She will give you a little wink and head on back upstairs.
When she leaves downstairs, I look at Mal and I like point. I'm like just mouth OMG, because I realize who that is, and I'm like.
I think
That's
after
crazy.
they went down, I would have gone down to the smithy to check on Cinemoris. And Brutus would, once I passed Brutus, he would like follow in like a heel position.
Yeah. Down with your large creature. And Cinemoris is good. Just you can see them. They are like sketching, and as you look at their sketches, you can see they're trying to figure out some type of integration of metal to the ship to protect against the ballista. And they're working, and you can see they're working on the idea that it doesn't seem to want to hold to the ship. The ship likes to reject metal. Large metal, and so it doesn't like it wants it. And he's thinking of how to craft a metal that would both the ship might like and would be strong. And it doesn't look like he's getting much of anywhere, but he's at it. Almost in a rabbit hole way. Like, all he has to do to get nourishment is attach to the ship, but it looks like he hasn't attached. Like he's been too focused.
So seeing him in a similar state to how I get when I'm designing, I'll tap him on the shoulder and like lightly put the pencil down and just kind of like spin him towards me, and I'll be like, we've all been through a lot recently. And I know you want to protect everybody, but you need to make sure you're looking after yourself as well.
Belladonna died.
She did.
I can't. And
I just pull him into a hug.
He like stiffens, doesn't push, but as soon as you begin to release, pushes you and gets back to work.
This is not a project that will be done quickly, Cinemoris. Use wooden attachments. Make it an armor of sorts. Have the ship integrate the wooden support structures. And in time we will find the metal you seek.
He breathes. Make a persuasion check. See, what almost seems like petrified wood on his back now relaxes to its normal supplability or its more normal supple textures as it lowers his feet back down. They reattach to the wild bloom, and he starts breathing, nods, and moves away from the table. And I think as you were walking out, Nellen, you probably could have seen this scene through an open door.
I quickly turn invisible. And I will observe.
Fantastic.
I think I grab probably a hammock that I keep in the smithy and I set it up for myself. Because I'm beat. We've been through now 2 battles today, and I start walking upstairs to offer Naylin my room for her time while she's here.
I follow behind you stealthily.
My pass is pretty good. You might want to roll it.
Even while I'm invisible, what am I rolling?
So
stealth?
stealth with advantage.
Okay. A dirty 20.
Ooh, you beat me by 1.
So you watch him looking for you. Clear.
Well, I would just go up, and if I don't see her, then I would just go about my duties to the ship.
Recognizing that you seemingly did not find what you were looking for, I will come up to your ear and I'll be like, "Looking for me?" And then I'll come back. Did I get you? Were you scared?
Let's see. No. Just stone cold. Naylin, you're welcome to my quarters in your time here. I've set up my bedding in my shop. It's on the lowest floor to the right.
That is greatly appreciated. Your shop? What are you shopping?
My smithy. It's old habits. My father owned a smith shop, and I opened one of my own on Darktoe, the island we're now going to attack, to dethrone a man that betrayed both me and this crew in its entirety, releasing an evil onto the world that one of his other captains had been keeping trapped for decades, if not centuries. And he used us to release them due to the nature of this ship.
This sounds like a lot of very serious, grave business. Not a whole lot of time for fun on a ship like this, I guess.
We had a beach day.
Well,
So
We had a beach day 1.5 years ago.
We had a beach day, though it was just filled mostly with training with a ancient Draco Lich.
Like every good anime.
I wasn't even there. I was sleeping.
Sounds very, very relaxing and leisurely, I'm sure. Well,
she gave me this, and I hold up my emerald pendant.
Hold on. You know what we forgot that you would have seen as Caldrum was hanging up the hammock? There's a skeleton down in the smithy working the hammer as well.
Oh yeah.
terrifying.
Why do we always forget about it?
We always forget Glurm. Because I trained somebody new to work the smithy. So.
Glurm is just down there swinging his hammer.
What is he even making at this
I
point?
think the last thing we asked him to do was make more ammunition for Caldrum, so he's probably still doing.
Wait, does that mean I can just subtract stuff and he can have like a stockpile for me?
I'm sure at this point you probably just at least regular. It's probably
just basic. Like I don't expect him to make my good stuff.
Yeah,
that's a technique I've only shown to Sonomoris.
Just living his best.
No, we got a living sentient skeleton down there, just making ammunition.
Dwarf skeleton
that we picked up in the belly of an undead leviathan, the lair of a lich.
True. We've done some shenanigans.
The Razgard would not believe half the stories we had.
Like Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. It was fun.
Y'all, let's go there. Let's teleport and do another crane drop and just grab a whole bunch of stuff again. Now that we have teleportation,
we're back to loot.
I need another human claw drop.
There's a lot going on.
One of Glurm's bones makes
For the record, the diamonds that I just used to revivify Belladonna were the diamonds we got from that lich.
Yeah, I have
Uh,
diamonds still that
what-
I have not used.
Is Patani
And
still
golden
on the
rug
ship
tree.
too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Also, there's a beetle person.
A beetle
Paladin.
paladin.
The cast of this
Be-
campaign
be-
is wild.
be-
There's
be-
like
beetle.
500 million people.
Beetle is a really harsh term. It's more
And
like
Thola's father and
part of the
brother.
group. Yep,
We're
my father
also
and brother are
downstairs.
there.
All right. My goodness.
We collect them like Pokemon.
We left
at
the
one point we
awakened
had a
trees on Dark Toe.
yep.
There have been a number of jokes about us trying to collect all the NPCs.
Yep.
Well, you need a crew
Gotta
with the
catch them
ship.
all.
so while
Just a quick side note. After everybody's left the ship, Stump's gonna come out of hiding, cast Goodberry, and actually heal Simon. Because you lesser restored him, you never actually healed him. He's just been laying there this entire time.
Look, bud, we figured you could use the nap. Just roll the d4 and see when you come back to consciousness.
Oh, it's what it was. Like, Ryan's really quiet. Oh, that's
Oh my god.
so as Nolan and Keldrum are having this conversation on the top deck of the ship, Mal is at the prow, frozen, looking over like, and Jajal's up in the crow's nest, looking down like,
I don't know what to do.
I will look at Caldrum and say, yeah, it's 11:02. Well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. But if you are interested in something a little less serious, you know where to find me. It's your room, after all. And then she will head down to... She's going to guess where your quarters are, but for the exit, she's just going to walk away.
I told you.
Just found the
Excellent.
downstairs. Just keep on going down.
And I will leave.
And I think there we'll end the session for tonight as repairs are made and Dark Toe lies ahead.
Sweet.
And the siege begins in earnest next week.
Oh boy.
So with that, all of you watching, thank you, and definitely want to say the thanks to Robin on stream here. So
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah,
And,
thanks, Robin.
And Robin, you
Thank
can hang
you.
out for our after time too. And then all of you watching, good night.
Good
Thanks
night.
for having me.
Night.